So Edge,
Yay.
is the KSG, is the barrel, is it a low bore axis or is it the like a regular shotgun? I mean, is it as far as the alignment to your shoulder, is it lower or is it like a normal shouldered rifle gun?
It's the same.
Well, it's a bullpup, but I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I had it up. Yeah, I've never been like those guys that are like real high, tight, cheek weld kind of people when they shoot shotguns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not all over the place, but I just don't like put it right up there, and that's why I didn't have problems with that knock stock. But no, I mean it's cool. He had the mini shells. He bought a bunch of mini shells, Aguila mini shells.
Mm-hmm.
Had one chamber with powder or regular shot, and then the other one had not powder, regular shot. And the other one had freaking slugs.
Yeah, you can fit a lot of those little things in there, can't you?
Well, 7 rounds each chamber, so four.
That's what she said.
Yeah. You got to switch. You got to train through switching the setting to pick up the other the chamber or the other barrel.
Now, what's the other bullpup shotgun that
Sorry.
Kirsten Joy Weiss just did a video on the other day, actually?
Utas.
Yeah, that's it. Looks like it. It looks pretty. It looks neat, but that's about it. And
Well,
Other than the tubes are open and they can get dirt and crap
yeah,
in them.
I wasn't very wasn't very
that shotgun, Hickok did a video on it when the first release of it came out, and he basically had to like talk it down of how how it was
how
like,
bad it sucked.
these things happen, dude, and it couldn't necessarily it could be me that I don't know how to operate it. I don't remember exactly. It was like a year, maybe 2 years ago when he got it and he tested it or did a review on it, shooting it, and he was having all kinds of issues. I heard that what's his name? FPS Russia.
Kyle.
They sent him 3.
Yeah.
And they all broke on it.
Kept breaking them.
Oh, I think I remember that video. Is that where he shot? He broke all 3 of them on video, didn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's not a cheap. That's more expensive than the KSG. The KSG was a retail of like almost $999,000. They were selling upwards of $1,500-1,600 at one time.
What?
Because they were so hard to get. It's like when the Glock 42 came out, people were asking more because they were in high demand. Like, I know it's retailed at $499 or whatever the price is, but I can get $600 for it right now because it's that hot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in the KSG. They were going up there. Same thing with the Tavors. When Tavors first came out, they were really expensive. I also shot a Tavor for the first time this past weekend. And cool. It was nice, man. That optic he had on that Mepro light was pretty much almost dead on. And with the little, he had a UTG what the magnifier on it.
Yeah.
It was working nice. We were right under 100 yards, and the only thing about that optic, it's kind of stout. The reticle or whatever, not the reticle, but the actual red dot on it,
Mm-hmm.
orange, and it's a little stout. So if you have a small target, it's kind of hard to put it on it. It tends to be larger than some of your smaller targets, and like especially those poppers that I have, that Grizzly targets, trifecta popper. You'll hit them, but it's a little hard to focus on it depending on the light you have.
Right. I shot a new gun today actually too, or new to me. I got to shoot a Set May. I don't know if that's how you say it or not.
Yeah.
308 battle rifles. It's pretty nice. I like the only thing I don't like about it is the trigger was kind of crappy, which I mean it's just a mil-spec trigger, so whatever. And the stock was really short. That may have just been that particular rifle, but he had a scope on it, and in order to get a proper scope picture, it was like you were pretty much going to get hit by the scope. It wasn't enough to like give you scope ring, but like it tap you in the nose. But it was pretty nice to shoot. The recoil was very manageable to be 308. That was the first time I've ever shot a 308 battle rifle. First shot I picked it up and shot at 75 yards freehanding, and I hit a headshot. So I was like, well, pretty sweet. And then he also brought his SKS over. That's the first time I've ever shot an SKS. It was pretty sweet. I shot it at 75 yards too, same spot. It just had iron sights, and I shot for the torso, and I hit the torso. I don't even remember how many times I shot at it, but I mean, all the shots I hit, they were dead center, so that was cool.
What are you using for ear protection in your little picture there?
Oh, you talking about the picture, my profile picture?
Yeah.
That was the old ear protection I used to use. That was it's just 3M.
Oh, your standard cups.
Yeah, they're really nice actually. I really like them. They're really comfortable. It's just I like my other ones better. My Howard Lights better because they're electronic. But like if those were electronic, they would be perfect because they're really comfortable actually. Those were my dad's. He's had them forever. And I started shooting them. I kind of took them. So
Well, I've seen some of those in-ear, the ones that go in your ear that are also active mics, but they're like $200.
yeah, they're expensive. That's what I really want for like 3-gun, especially when I start shooting 3-gun and rifle stuff because you can't shoot earmuffs with a rifle usually. I mean, some people can, depends on their face and everything, but I can't do it.
See, my right ear, my left ear works fucking perfect. At least on my left ear, for my left ear with like the little pods, whatever you call them, you put in your ear. That one works fine. The right ear, I don't know what the hell is going on with it. It always, whatever it is, slips out unless it's over the ear, like some kind of support.
Wait, you like any hearing protection does that with you?
No, not like standard cups, or when we're talking about like standard.
I don't know. If you're talking about any plugs you use, do that.
Bugs that the left ear works fine. The right ear, even like Bluetooth stuff, it just always slips out. No,
Edge has a weird ear.
Yes, I do.
That's crazy.
The
Yeah,
lady,
you can get those custom mold kits though. They're like $20, and you can like mold them to your ear yourself. And they're just standard. I mean, it's just like regular earplugs, but you get the kit and then you mold them yourself. Like you think you have to heat it up or something. I don't know how it works. I almost got one the other day, but I was like, meh.
so you got some lead, and you're like, okay, let me dip my ear real quick.
Exactly. Like
Just get burned.
Shit now.
if I just put some water in my ear, it'll be okay. It won't burn my skin.
Can't hear shit now. We're good.
I can't hear anything. Ma, this hearing protection's awesome.
Well, son, I want to tell you, you're always gay in the first place. What, Ma?
Have you guys ever used these cleaning cloths? This one's from Midway, and it's like impregnated with like this clean.
Rusty rags.
I don't know. I don't even know what's in them, but it's like oily stuff, and it takes carbon off pretty good actually.
I've heard.
I like those rusty rags. They're pretty nice.
I've never used it, but I've
Kind of
heard
has a fresh scent to it too. It actually doesn't smell like crap like most cleaning stuff does.
Mhm.
My friend gave one to me. I was like, sweet. See, it's just one of these.
Well, those rusty rags, though, they're not really cleaning. They're like a protectant, like a silicone.
Yeah, I think that's what this has in it,
What's your
but I
name?
just use it.
I have a Winchester, it's called a gun cloth or whatever. But it's just a rag. Realistically, there's nothing inside of it. There's no inside of it.
Yeah, this is like the first special rag I've ever used. Yeah, silicone impregnated gun cleaning cloth, chamois color. That's what the description on the bag says. Other than that, I just use regular cotton patches. It's like this is what I use to swap my gun down with. You see, I use the crap out of them till they're pretty much nasty. No, throw them away. Really, all you need.
I can tell you too. The
Were you guys talking about Rusty's rags?
mentioned it.
Sort of.
I got one of those a long time ago. They're silicone impregnated sheepskin or sheep wool or whatever. They were pretty good.
How long are they? Are they supposed to be reusable? Like to keep them forever, or?
Well, until it gets dirty or gross. So I use them for wiping down guns, right? Or
Uh-huh.
getting fingerprints off of guns and that kind of thing. So
I don't know if I
Sorry.
have any guns that nice. Oh man.
So if the gun's already clean, I'll wipe the fingerprints off it or whatever, and then just to make like an old gun that's in the safe kind of thing, be a little bit of rust presentative on the surface,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just silicone food grade oil or whatever that is, mineral oil or silicone oil or whatever that is. So anyway, there's no taste or flavor to it, no smell, and it leaves something behind. It's like it creates a film or whatever on the surface. So I think of it as a protective film, and I don't mind it. But if you were like going to do it to your Glock that you carried every day, it might get annoying to have like a layer of silicone oil all over it all the time.
Yeah, all I've used it for so far is like to clean the chamber area, the barrel, because it pulls the carbon off really well. Like it breaks it down pretty quickly actually. Now I just use a brush to get the rest of it off. And, but yeah, other than that, I mean, my Glock I shoot every weekend, so I don't clean it clean. I mean, I clean the bore and might run a brush through the mag well and something, and then re-oil it if I need to. Wipe the old oil off, but I never. All I do is take a slide off, wipe it down, and put it back together usually.
Have you traded at Taurus yet?
Not 1911? No. I will eventually. Just not something really a priority right now. I haven't even shot it in like 2 months.
What?
No, it's probably been a month. I don't know. I'm almost out of 45 ammo. I shot up the rest of my reloaded ammo.
Oh, it's my favorite round to shoot, 45. Yeah, so I'm the most accurate with that one.
Yeah, the ammo I had loaded for it, I had loaded like extremely light, like so light that it was like not consistent. So I was like, me and my friend just burned through it one day.
I noticed this past time at the range when I put those grips, I only saw those Instagram and then a little video about those grips for Glocks.
Mhm.
I put the grips on the Glock 22, all my Glocks pretty much, but it's grippy. I like it. It's a good grip, but I used to have that Pachmayr little soft grip on it, the little add-on grip you put on top of it,
Mhm.
and it was, you could feel, man, the 40 was just a little more it was a little more stout than I was used to before with that other grip.
I just use this grip tape. That's what I like.
Mhm.
It's nice. It's not going anywhere. And it's like $7, not even. I think I got this from Glock store, but you can get Talon grip tape. I know 2 people personally who have it on their guns, and I've handled their guns a lot, and I really like it better than my grip tape. And after this wears out, that's what I'm gonna get. It's a Talon grip tape.
Well, it's just as good. It's the same company that's offering it, but this guy offers it for $11.99 instead of $20. And the only thing he doesn't do, he doesn't cover the backstrap, which Talon does cover the backstrap. They have a little cross that goes over the backstrap. But his are $11.99, and he has that rubber grip, and then he has the skateboard tape kind of grip as well. And I have the skateboard grip on my Glock 26, but I shaved down all or at least a good part of the texture on the inside, the inside of the left hand side of the pistol, the part that rubs up against you because I'm righty.
Mhm.
Rub against you because you don't want that skateboard tape on there, in full blast on, when you're carrying. It's gonna.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't put it on a carry gun. At least not on that side of the gun, like you said.
Yeah, I shaved it down to where it's just enough to like get a texture on it, but the right side and the finger grooves all have that rougher side.
You can get grip tape from Glock store. It's 3M makes it, the company 3M, and it's literally made for like stairs and stuff. They put it down stairs to keep you from slipping, and they call it like I forget what they call it, how the fire texture. I forget what they use to describe it, but it's like insanely rough. I've never used any, but I've read some reviews on it. People are like, yeah, if you're not wearing gloves, you don't want to use this stuff. It's crazy.
Mm. I've been carrying my Glock 26 since I put that on there for a little while. So I'm carrying my Glock 19 now, but and no, it's cool. I shaved it down. Again, it has texture, but it's not obviously that aggressive anymore, and it works well. It's a really good product that guy offers. He hand cuts them himself. He's a small, individual proprietor on eBay, and he literally has a pattern that he cuts out of that stuff with the X-Acto knife and makes them cuts them by hand each one.
Wow,
$11.99.
that's not bad. Yeah, I got mine on sale. That's the only reason I really picked it up. It was kind of like on a whim. I wasn't even planning to put any grip tape on my gun, but I saw a bunch of people were using it. And I was like, oh look, it's on sale at Glock store, and I was ordering something else. So I was like, oh, it was like $6 or $7, and it's already pre-cut too. The only thing is on mine, I should have, if I would have known this, I didn't really know much about grip tape because it was my first set, but I didn't trim it down enough on the finger grooves, and it started peeling off, so I had to cut them off here. I only have one finger groove left because it's too wide. Like it pushes up into, whenever you grip the gun, it pushes it up into the knurls there, whatever you call them, finger grooves. So you got to kind of trim it down a little bit thinner so it'll fit in that channel.
Has anybody ever told you you're striking resemblance of Lenny McGill?
Hey guys, Lenny McGill here today. We got a new awesome product for you. Now this right here is the Talon grip or Falcon grip tape. I think is what they call it.
I see your ripped arms in that picture you have, you know, and then you look at Lynn McGill's, all the veins popping out.
I just need the fake suntan and the short blonde bleach hair.
Hey guys, Lynn McGill here.
Lenny McGill here.
And it's a great product that we have today. I'm going to display it for you. And yeah, it has this feature. Let me show it to you.
I can't be hating on them though. They've Glock's their website. They've liked several of my Instagram pictures, so it's pretty cool.
Nah, I mean he's doing well. I mean I've heard some bad reviews from people on it, but I've never shopped with them. Glockmeister, I've heard good stuff. Other stores as well. So you know,
I've used Glockmeister like once, or no, I've used it once, and then I know some of my friends use it, and the product was great. Everything was fine, but their shipping, like they need to update their website, their shipping, and there's like no tracking information. And the shipping takes freaking forever, and you have no idea where your stuff is.
See, that's what I heard about the Glock store is that people have been charged right away. Like, you know, you process your order, it gets charged, and then it takes a month plus to get the order size dropped to you. And they were complaining that they shouldn't be charged until the order is processed. You know, it's going out the door. That's when you should get.
I heard that too, and I think they've kind of went away from that. Like I've heard recently, like more positive reviews. I only ordered from like 2 or 3 times. And one time they did charge me for, I can't remember if they charged me or not, but there was one thing in my order they didn't have in stock. So they sent me the other 2 items and sent me a note saying the other one was on the way, and it literally came in the mail like 3 days later. It was nothing.
Brownells has done that to me, but as long as they don't charge you, you know, like, oh, well, we're going to charge you twice the shipping, you know, because we have to ship.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't do that. They shipped it separate and didn't pay anything extra, so it was fine.
I like Brownells. I'm a big fan of shopping them in Midway. More on the Brownell side, but Midway I had some good experience with them as well.
Oh yeah, Midway has great customer service and everything. It's just their freaking shipping's outrageous, and some of their prices are kind of high.
Well, one time they had, like, I wanted that UBT stock from Magpul, and that usually runs about $275, and they had anything over $200 got free shipping, and they had I had a 20% discount, so I ended up getting it for $214. I think. Will I pay for it?
Yeah, I did the same thing with the discount code. I got my Storm Lake barrel for my Glock 34, my 9mm. It's like normally like $140, $150 by the time you pay for shipping on that. I got it to my doorstep for like $130. So really like $30 more, and I got, instead of getting a Lone Wolf barrel, I got a freaking Storm Lake. So that was kind of cool. So if you shop the deals on Midway, you can get some pretty good prices.
Yeah, that's the only reason I jumped on that. I was like, dude, because I was like, I want to buy the stock, right? But if I don't get it right now, I'm gonna end up paying $60 more for it, and no matter where I buy it, even locally plus tax.
Yeah, I think the stock I'm gonna get for my AR, whenever I start adding stuff to it, is the Rogers Super Stock. Heard some pretty good things about it. It looks pretty nice, and it's only like $70. Have you ever had your Glock throw brass in your face?
Only when it gets jealous of me shooting an XP.
Did you say you take brass to the face?
I said, does your Glock ever throw brass in your face?
DB will probably pop back in here. He can tell us all about that.
Yeah, 12th time's the charm, hopefully.
Yeah, see, man, I've heard about it. A lot of people
That's what you get when you limp wrist a Glock. So my recommendation is to quit limp wrist.
No, I don't think that's what it is, but okay.
No, I suspect it might be something with like a spring as it wears out or something, because people talk about that on the 9mm. They don't have enough power to really push out a projectile and remove themselves from the breech, so
Right.
that's asking a lot out of a puny little 9mm cartridge.
Well, this is actually happening in the 40, surprisingly, but I think it's because I'm using the app. I know, right?
Something's going horribly wrong for you then.
The Glock just hates me.
I'm going back to the limp wristing.
It's limp wristing. Learn how to shoot, dadgummit. No, I think it's because this ejector I put in is a aftermarket. It's Lone Wolf, That might have a little something to do with it. I mean, it's made for 40, but it's not very often. It's like probably 1 out of 50 pieces, 1 out of 75. Probably not even that. Yeah, like 1 or 2 out of 100 pieces will like smack me right in the face. So it's really not that big of a deal. But every now and then it's like, what the heck, freaking brass in my face.
I had that with my Glock 19. I just took it out, shot about 100 rounds through it for the first time, and I noticed some rounds were coming back under the bill of my cap and kind of popping me a couple times. But it's the first time I shot it, so I'm gonna at least give it at least a couple hundred rounds, maybe 300 rounds before I, make a decision where it needs to get serviced or not.
Yeah, because I had read about it a lot when I first got my Glock when I was shooting 9mm, but it never had any problems with it. And I was like, oh well, no big deal. But now it's like, as soon as I switched to 40, and I think it's this ejector is probably what it is. I'm sure it's probably just a little bit different specs than the factory one.
Well, I've all my Glocks before this, I've always bought them used. My Glock 22, Glock 26, Glock 27. So they've maybe had a little bit of break-in period, but not much. This is the first one was brand new out of the box that I've actually purchased.
Mine's brand new. Was brand new. Got about 4,000 rounds through it. Well, almost 4,000 rounds through it now. In between 3 and 4. So I'll have it a year this June, I think.
I was gonna ask you, Caleb, do you go out camping and whatnot?
Yeah, me and my dad go camping and hunting like we go with the same spot every year. But I don't just like go out and pitch a tent just for fun, not typically.
No, I don't either. I haven't been camping since a child. My father, we'd go to these little state parks, throw up
Right, that's what me and my dad do. We go to you know what wildlife management area is? WMA land.
not in general.
It's like where you can go. Pretty much, it's public land for anybody who wants to, as long as they have the state license for hunting. Like if you have a Georgia state license, you can go to Georgia WMAs, and you can hunt on them certain times of the year and stuff, deer hunt and everything. And me and my dad go to one. Actually, one of the islands off the coast of Georgia is a WMA land like that, and it's all unsettled, uninhabited, and everything on one end of the island. And we go up there and we camp out, and we bow hunt and stuff.
Well, my wife's been telling for a long time.
We have one called the Buenos Aires Wildlife Refuge down here, right next to the border. And for the longest time, that was an awesome place to go deer hunt because people didn't understand it. And it's there to protect whatever birds, but that doesn't stop you from deer hunting there. And not everybody knew that. So yeah, it was a cool place to go hunt.
The reason I ask is because my wife has told me for like the last couple of years, hey, let's go camping. I'm like, you're the one who hates dogs and bugs and all this shit, and you want to go camping. But that's different. And I go, no, it's exactly that. You have to deal with the elements.
Really, there's only like 3 reasons to go camping. Like, I mean, there's only 3 things that are going to keep you entertained when you go camping. It's like hunting, fishing, and like hiking, sightseeing, stuff like that. If not, you're not going to want to sit on camp all day. It's going to suck.
No, I mean not like that, but I mean there's places here in South Texas like have like that's about an hour drive where you can go to Garden Ridge State Park and some other places. But
yeah,
one of the things, the reason I brought this topic or this particular conversation up is because one thing I was thinking about doing the topic was Friday's gun chat, and instead of necessarily a gun chat, was talking about say you're a dad, whatever, and you have a couple kids and you're planning your first camping trip out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are topic about essentials you want to do that as a guy who didn't grow up camping necessarily, and what you want to bring, obviously the food, shelter, and whatnot, but more in detail of like what are some recommendations for gear that you'd want to have that you think are necessary.
Wait, you're asking that question, or you're talking about having a chat on that?
I'm talking about having a chat this Friday about that.
Oh yeah, I could definitely help you with that.
Be a good one.
What time does your chat start?
9 Central.
What's that? 10 my time, or 11 my time?
No, 10 your time, I believe.
Yeah.
And, Murphy's away at a reenactment this weekend, and but I got another guy that I've talked to on and off that he's really into that stuff, and we're going to bring him in and looking to get some people interested that can talk about again, like I said, the premise is like you want to take your kids out camping, but you don't have any gear, so what would you?
Oh yeah, because me and my dad go, like pretty much the only camping we do is that trip I was talking about, but when we go, it's pretty much, we take our own boat and everything that we have to use. Sometimes we'll go for a week and a half, So everything we need, we have to fit on our little bass boat. Well, actually, we just got a skiff. It's a lot bigger now. So, but pretty much we fit everything into totes. So pretty much everything you need to live for like a week and a half. And you got to pack smart. You can't just pack a bunch of unnecessary crap.
iPad, goes in the first, and then the smartphone, and then
Only bring the one iPad, not the iPad Mini. Also,
No. My dad's cousin, well, my cousin too. He's about my dad's age. He is notorious. He's gotten better now, but like when he first started going with us, like he would bring all kinds of like stupid crap, and in fact, they almost sank the boat one time because of it. They literally had to start throwing stuff over the boat to keep it afloat.
Them generators to run the TVs are awful heavy.
Yeah, well, actually, we do have a generator. We have to take a generator now because he actually has a sleep apnea or whatever. So now we do take a small generator for him.
Well,
But before that, we never really used one.
again, that's one thing I didn't even think about. But yeah, for sure, you might want to have a Jenny just for shits and grins in case.
how fucked up is that? That you're gonna bring a noisy ass generator along, run it all night long, so that you can wear a contraption that makes a shit ton of noise, so that you can sleep better, and then basically ensure that no one else on your camping trip can sleep.
No, well, this is like the kind of thing where if he doesn't have it, he could kill him.
There's a sneak
And
possibility.
it's not loud. We have it's like a Honda generator. It's like a 4-stroke, whatever. So it's real quiet. And his machine, if he doesn't have his breathing machine,
won't sleep right.
I've never heard him snore, but I've heard from his family members and stuff that when he snores, it's like a freaking chainsaw, and you really cannot sleep because of how loud he snores.
Well, no, dude. But I don't use a sleep. I have a CPAP, but I've been diagnosed with sleep apnea and whatnot. But since I lost a lot of weight, you when you're heavy set, yeah. I mean, it makes a difference. Like my father, for instance, he cannot sleep without it. He'll fall asleep, but he'll wake up like every other 20 or 30 minutes, and it's just something
Those
That's the
fat
way-
people that have to have those things should just put like an airway in, and then just go to sleep.
That's what my cousin is.
Freak them every night before bed.
Well, the thing is, I think if they don't have it, their body will stop breathing, and their body won't know it, and they'll like choke to death or something. I forget exactly what causes it.
loss of oxygen, and
Yeah.
The cause is being too fat to lift your chest up all night, I think, because it seems like it's all big fat people that have it.
No, I mean, it is usually associated with having a double chin and some other shit that clogs. No, seriously. I mean, not funny. It's that
Yeah.
if you do have it, that it clogs your airway. It's like you lean your neck down. It does that, obstructs the airway. And there's other shit, that happens. There's some people that are within spec, of their weight, and they still have it because of breathing problems.
That's what my cousin is. He was a little bit heavier, but he actually like went on a big diet and everything. He's real slim down now, but he still hasn't helped it at all. He still has it, and he's in shape now. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
The first time I used that machine, way back in the day, my dad gave me one after I was diagnosed or whatever. And man, I remember I had the best sleep I had for a long time, but it just slowly but surely, didn't work out. I needed to get a machine that was dedicated to my specifics. And but yeah, that's another chat altogether. I know. But like it'd be an interesting topic to talk about. Gear you think is essential, like top 10 things you need to take if you're going to take your kids out camping, and family gathering or outing. And what it'd be neat about to sit there and just talk about those different gear that you recommend and what.
You're talking like what holsters everyone would wear.
Yes. On top of them, we're not getting the guns. That's like number 11.
What their CCW would be, or what their concealed carry would be while they're camping.
Exactly.
We take a gun anytime we go bow hunting. Even though we're bow hunting, we take a 22 or something.
My 11-year-old now, she's ready to carry that Rough Rider, Heritage Rough Rider 22.
Heck, my dad started letting me carry my 1911 when I was 15 when we started deer hunting. When I was deer hunting, that's the year I got it. I never got to shoot anything with it. I always wanted to kill a hog with it, but never got the chance.
Well, the counts I've heard of shooting a hog with the 45, if you get dead in the head, man, it's going to keep running. You need a Magnum.
Yeah, I shoot for the head anyways with anything when I'm shooting for a hog.
Yeah, obviously you haven't taken your CHL yet, or your concealed carry license.
Huh?
Obviously you haven't taken your concealed carry license yet, because the last thing they tell you to do is go for headshots.
I'm not talking about for people. Crazy. I'm talking about for hogs, specifically just hogs,
They're
pigs.
running faster, man. They actually,
Yeah, he just shoots people right in the dick. Shoot
No,
animals,
yeah,
right?
shooting people. Trust me, I know from shooting competitions, shooting headshots is not easy, and is never preferable.
You talking about hitting a javelina going at you at 20 miles an hour? Whatever, dude.
You
Try to
wait till they get close. Put that barrel right between their eyes.
While it's chewing your leg off, or what?
get.
By the time it goes to open its mouth, pow! Right in the brain.
Late then.
Javelina ain't a pig; it's smaller, so it doesn't. You wouldn't bite you as much as just jab you a bunch of times with its tusks.
These things are
They
freaking
probably
mean.
would like to bite you, but I don't think they'd.
They're not even the pig family though, are they? They're something else. Forget.
No, they're more related to like a rat. I think.
Rodent? Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're a collared peccary, if I remember right.
Well, what do they have in Arizona? Is not Arizona, Arkansas. They call them razorbacks. Is that the same thing as a javelina?
I don't know. I don't live in Arkansas, but
I
I
would assume
don't
so.
know. I think
Maybe
they're you guys have
warthogs?
pigs. Like you just have pigs that were like for eating or whatever, and then they got away, and then they became jerks, and then they bred and they became assholes. That's what you guys have back east. We have critters that were in the wild that look kind of like a pig, but they're not a pig, and they're different. They're
Yeah,
mean.
I think you're feral.
If you grab like a baby one and are mean to it, like they mostly just don't want to be around you, so they don't come near you.
Everything here is feral pigs.
Well,
And your pigs will just like decide to go be a jerk to you just because that's how they are, right? They don't have to be like scared or whatever. They're just
Oh yeah, if you've been feeding them and
predator.
stuff, they won't be scared of you. My dad had
Mhm.
one time when he was on the tractor on our land, and he went down to the bottom food plot or whatever, and there was a big boar hog standing there, and he had knocked over the corn feeder. It was like a 55-gallon drum corn feeder we had up, but it was empty, so he had turned it over trying to get the rest of the corn out. And my dad got off the tractor, left the tractor running and everything, and walked over there to the corn feeder, and the hog just like backed up like 20 yards, 30 yards, never left, and just watched him. He set the feeder back up right, got back on the tractor, and drove off, and the hog walked right back over there to the feeder. Like he wasn't scared of it one bit.
So wild boars aren't the same as javelinas?
No, javelinas are a different breed, different species.
Okay.
no, that's what I'm saying. Ours come from like wild creatures that just live out in the desert and walk their way up here from South America, and over time became what they are. Yours are just regular pigs that we make bacon out of that, like the colonial people let loose or something. There was no pigs here, so they let them loose. The Indians didn't bring them here, so it was a bunch of colonialists or whatever they were called, or the Pilgrims or whoever the hell it was, brought pigs over here and then let them loose because they didn't keep them all caged up, and then those pigs just started to breed and become a bunch of pack of feral wild pigs, and they turned in born into like assholes than regular pink pigs like we're used to.
Yeah, even like a regular pig here, if you have like a regular farm raised pig here and you let it loose, it'll pack up with other feral pigs, and its hair will turn different colors and it'll turn feral.
Yeah,
You
they
can
only
also-
stay
it
the
also-
way they are is because they
versatile.
don't, they get fed and they don't move. That's the only way a farm animal looks so stupid. Otherwise, they turn back into a regular animal, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly. They
hunt and do stuff and know their real tech, whatever they're.
And you can capture feral pigs and you can make them domesticated too. You can domesticate them. I don't know if their skin or I don't know if their coat will change colors back to like a pink or whatever, blonde color, but they'll probably still always have a little bit of that feral in them. Well, all of them do obviously because it's their instinct. But we caught one time. My dad caught one. It's about 30 pounds, and that thing was freaking a live wire. He tied it up in the backyard on a rope and fed it and watered it. I wouldn't go near it. I was only like 10 when he caught it. And he told me not to go near it. He said, "Don't go near that thing." And like, that thing, every time you walked out there, it would just pull that rope as tight as it could go, and like walk right up, get as close as it could to you, trying to get you.
What do you
Quick
keep
comment.
it for?
Quick comment. to The chat that's out there. There's people that aren't that badly affected by it, but I know a guy that I work with. Used to work with. He went and he worked with another fellow at another company, and he went to his house, knocked on his door, and you're like, "Hey, you need to answer the door." And then he went, and he's kind of concerned. He's like, "This guy usually answers the door all the time." So then he moves around and jumps the fence and checks out the windows of his house. He's concerned, and sure enough, the dude's dead in his recliner, and he just took a nap.
Dang.
That dude took a nap. He just sat there and in his recliner with a lazy boy, and he never woke up. And sure enough, he called the police, and yeah, he was DOA. But it can't happen. Unfortunately, it's just a serious thing. It happens.
You're saying he died of sitting there taking a nap because he was so fat that he had the sleep apnea?
Yes. I mean,
I agree with whoever it was that said this. I have to scroll up a little bit. I guess DF2. What did people do with sleep apnea before 20 years ago? It wasn't even 20 years ago. I never heard of the damn thing before like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, it seems like. So they just made this shit up.
Well, people assumed that they would die of heart attacks or whatever. It was some kind of they would just assume that, you know, oh, he maybe had a heart condition or whatever, and this and that, and they wouldn't understand that you basically died of oxygen loss to your brain, and because your breathing wasn't proper, and that's what happened.
I blame big tobacco.
Don't blame the red man.
Don't blame the red man.
My grandpa loved that crap. That's all he chewed.
So, Six String is asking, what do you do with your dead pigs when you shoot them? So out here, they're not pigs, like saying they're javelina. They're a different critter, and
You can't eat those nasty things.
they're game animals. So you don't just go out and shoot them unless you want to go to jail or get a fine or whatever happens when you shoot a game animal out of season. So you have to apply for a tag, you know, get the tag, you know, through randomly or whatever it is, lottery, and then fulfill your tag. And then usually people either eat them or stuff them or whatever they do with them. Some people feed them to their dogs because some people don't like eating them. But that's more of like not a trophy hunt, but it's a game hunt. It's an actual hunt that you go out and you try to find a big pig or whatever.
Yeah,
And,
the javelinas make nice mounts, but they stink. They're not good for eating. Some of the Mexicans down
Well, I
south
wouldn't
will
say
eat
that.
them.
They're not bad eating. They're just, you have to not expect to eat a filthy farm cow. You expect to eat a critter. And a critter, like you say, you don't want to shoot them in their gland because they have a gland where they
Yeah, like a skunk.
attract the females or whatever. If you shoot them through the ass and break that gland, or just sloppily chop it up, that could foul the meat. But that's a whole bunch of critters. They're not like eating a skunk or anything, is what I'm saying. A lot of times they jerky them out here. It's like eating bear or it's like eating any omnivore that eats a lot of weird shit, scavenger type of shit. They just don't taste great. Plus, they don't have a lot of like white meat because they constantly are walking around. Now, your pigs, I suspect, are different. I've never butchered a pig, but since they are pigs, I suspect unless they like had to run their whole lives, they probably do accumulate some fat. So there's probably worth
Like the
eating.
best barbecue you ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
As long as, as long as it's not a boar. You can eat a boar, but like once they get past like 100 pounds, you don't want to eat a boar. They get kind of
because they get kind of muscly and gross.
Yeah.
There was that one reality show for a while of that guy that he went and killed hogs. I think it was in Texas. They killed them, and then he had the restaurant that cooked them.
Now, you don't have to like age pig meat or something? Because I know like cow, they usually kill it and then let it set for a bit. You don't do that with pig. You can just kill it, put it on a barbecue that evening.
Process. Oh yeah, that's what I did one time actually. I shot a small. I can't remember if it was boar or sow. It was only like a 40-pound pig, which is like perfect for eating. We brought it back, and my dad's like, "I'm not going to clean it." I was like, "Well, I don't want to go to waste." I'm like, "I brought it all the way back from the hunting land," so I went out there and I cut its back tenderloin, or I cut its back hindquarters off and the tenderloin, and like literally took it in there. My dad cleaned it. We cut it up and made barbecue out of it. It was some of the best barbecue I've ever had.
Just that right there that night or whatever.
Well, I would tell you, we were in Vegas, me and my wife, man, like 2010 or what the year it was. It was one of the FIFA Cups, and we're there. We're just Brazilian, the Brazilian all-you-can-eat restaurants, and they're like, hey, the waiters are like, hey, we had the snack bar, or not the snack bar, the fucking salad bar. We have
snack bar.
Yeah, we have a salad bar. We have these wild boar wings. Give them wild boar, not wings, some wild boar meat. Give it a shot. Try it out. See if you like it. Like cool. So I, getting some salad before the meat comes, and I grab a couple of them and bite into them, and they taste like dirt. They literally taste like dirt. They literally taste like earth. Like if when you're a kid and you get your face shoved in the ground wrestling, and you get a pocket full of dirt in your mouth. That's what it tastes like. I was like, this tastes like nasty, and it was the gamey, aspect of it. That's the way it's prepared, and it's nasty. It's wild, like wild boar, though.
Yeah, we usually when we killed pigs and had them processed, we just had them processed for sausage and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's mostly it.
Wild stuff tastes different. Even wild turkey tastes different.
Yeah, I had
Wild turkey's delicious.
he'd go kill pigs and hogs, and he'd process them. But he's telling me like each time he processes them, like he told the guy you take it to process, and it's like $200 per pig. But he'll cut them up.
What?
He'll cut them up
That's
to like
high.
the chops you want. He'll cut up the chops you want. Like you want this, you want bacon, you want this and that, and so on.
All processors do that. That's freaking high, dude. But you know why? Probably because for a while there was this. Well, I'm sure they still have it, but pigs had this. I forget the name of the disease they carried in their blood, and because humans are so
Swine flu.
closely compatible that if you had a cut or something on your hand and you skinned a pig and you let their blood get in there in that cut and they had that disease, you would get it. It was pretty bad.
We talking about swine flu?
No, it wasn't that. It was something else. I think maybe it was swine flu. I don't remember. But it's something that all the processors, like a lot of them in the area, I remember down on our heartland, they stopped cleaning pigs. They'd be like, we don't clean pigs, or they'd process them, but they wouldn't gut them and everything.
Well, swine flu hit about 2000. What was it 9?
It may have been what it was. Probably was.
And it was that plant in Mexico that was just dumping all the waste, and then it hit a water source and started really growing from there.
Freaking Mexico screwing it up for everyone.
Well, you got a lot of money. There's a lot of rules over there.
But yeah, most of the pigs I shot with a 17 HMR right in the ear. Put some out, lights out. I got a video on my YouTube channel when we shot 3 javelinas from one stand with all with a 17 HMR. And
3
none of them-
javelinas.
Yeah, we shot them 2 of them back to back.
By you?
Huh?
Javelina is not a game animal for you?
No, we were in Texas when we shot them. But I don't think they're game animal out there. I don't remember. We had tags and everything. Let's see.
Ballistic. Have you ever seen Old Yeller?
Yes, I've seen that movie.
Right?
No.
Liar.
Okay.
He was getting choked up just saying no. Did you hear that?
No. I didn't cry.
That was a brave boy.
I'm trying to find this video. It's an older video. Texas 17 HMR versus Texas Javelinas. There it is. You don't have to turn the sound on. You can just see me walking and talking. You can look at the pigs. You can see the blood that came out of their heads. I mean, it was pretty devastating for a little tiny 17 HMR.
It's really real.
But yeah, most of like I said, like 95% of the hogs I've killed with my 17 HMR. I've shot like 2 with my 260, one of our deer rifles, and I've shot 1 with a 35 Remington. That was the first pig I ever killed with a 35 Remington lever action.
Did you get out, Ben?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
The Gurk's in the chat. You get out of the pen or what, dude?
Yo.
What is that? Saturday Night Special?
I wanted to show everybody the revolver I just picked up. A
Nice.
360 PD Scandium.
Oh, you're
For-
right. Yeah,
It
man.
weighs like, this shit weighs like
Yeah.
11 ounces. It
One
weighs
of them
like,
was the light
it
ones.
weighs like the same amount of, it's like the weight of 2 of my iPhones. It's like ridiculous.
What are moon pies going in the joint now?
Dude, when I got like the little 38 version of that a long time ago. The first time I fell in love with that thing, the store around here back in the day, when that thing first came out, I guess, would put like 3 helium balloons and tie the revolver to it, loaded, and it would just
And it would
float
float.
there.
That
Yeah.
is so cool.
And I was like,
Yo,
I
it
need
is
to own
super
this one day.
cool.
And then I saw some guy buy the 38 and he didn't like it, so I bought it off him, but I was just telling him I sold it. I would have kept it if it was that one. That's like the big brother to it.
The only
The only
thing
thing I don't
have-
like is the sight. Everything else I freaking love.
Yeah, I don't like that fiber optic looking bullshit. But, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's what it is.
it's
like you said, you're gonna wear it on
because
your ankle.
He ankle carried it, so it is some wear on it. But shit, I traded it for a fucking Mossberg 500 Cruiser. So shit, fuck it, it's a $1,000 gun. But
Yeah,
yeah, I got a hell of a good deal. I'm probably gonna ankle carry it because the ankle holster fits. I wore it today a little bit. We did a private sale. This is so weird, right? So, he dropped me off home, came to my house. So we're both in his shoes. So I'm showing him all my shoes, and then we're gun guys. So I start showing him my guns, and the last gun I pulled out was my shotgun. We had already talked about me buying it. He was gonna sell it for $250, and I had talked him down to like $200. He was gonna let me get it because he got it from his brother like a few years ago, and he didn't want it. He wants a shotgun. So when I showed him, she was like, "Should I trade you for the shotgun?" And I was like, that's a, I was like, damn, that's $100 difference. But I was like, oh shit, we looked at the price of the damn gun. The gun's worth $1,000 fucking dollars. All right, let's fucking trade it. And we did a private sale, so we wrote up like bill of sales and shit. So when we went outside, the like fire department was outside, the fucking police and shit. So we're like in the car with like guns in our lap in front of like police officers selling. Like it was just weird. We're selling guns in a car in front of the police, but we're filling out bill of sales, getting the serial numbers down and shit. Opening the trunk, like we had to bring the shotgun out of the house with it in a bag and shit, and like toss it in the trunk and dump it out. Then I had to throw this fucking gun in the bag. It looked sketchy as shit, but it was all legit. You know what I mean?
Should have went back when you saw them out there. You should have went back in and like grabbed a carpet or something and rolled it up, and carried it out, and, like stuck it in the trunk.
You bought Suge Knight's revolver?
It is a fucking nice ass fucking revolver. I want to change the first thing. I want to change these grips though.
Laser grips?
No, these are just the regular overmolded like Hogue ones. I want to
No, I mean you're gonna get laser grips.
I seen the picture of the Crimson Trace maybe, but I like the VZ grips too. But I might get the laser grips.
The VZ grips are really nice. They're really grippy. Of course, so are the. Although I think that even maybe the Hogue Piranha ones are even a little bit grippier.
Oh yeah. Are they rubber? Because I don't want to do the rubber thing.
The Hogue ones and the VZ are both that G10 material.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty nice. My first revolver.
Why don't you get that goofy wedge-looking grip? Didn't you get one of those, Yankee?
No, I don't. Who the fuck's gonna get that? I don't want that.
I've got one of those around here somewhere.
I heard. I remember. I think you did a video where you held it and you said like it good and it points like right, but
Yeah, it actually is fairly comfortable, fairly easy to shoot, but it's still, I wouldn't want it on my everyday carry gun.
I just finally seen when it shot and I picked it up and I like put it down and walked away politely because I didn't want to give a reaction that this thing is weird as shit.
This fucking double action trigger is at least 20 fucking pounds though. I'm not gonna lie, this shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, but in stress, all you're gonna be doing is
you're gonna crank it. Yeah, I can easily squeeze it, but like pulling it, like applying like pressure straight back, trying to control it is a bitch. But the fucking single action is ridiculous. Oh, it slipped that time. It's ridiculously light.
What? How old is it? Does it have a lock?
I guess so. There's a little thing right there.
If it's got the titanium cylinder, it's got a lock, I'm pretty sure.
Those all have it.
Yeah, it has a lock right there, you said.
Yeah. Still, can't do nothing about that.
So there might be without it, but I think most of the titanium ones have the lock.
I don't care. I don't even have the fucking key. He didn't even have to,
No, nobody does. I just don't like to see them there because it's just parts to break.
Right. Yeah, it's no box, nothing. It was just like, here,
if you ever take it out, it's literally one little piece of steel. I don't know why they don't make a...
Yeah, but come on. Even you would say you don't want to be the guy in court who has to
That's what I'm saying. I wish they would make a little, just for like range guns, if you could take that piece out and put like a little insert back in there that fills the hole and everything. It would just look like that was a push pin or something there instead of, like a stainless steel pin or something instead of a lock.
Dude, mute yourself when you freaking hug.
Oh, my bad. I couldn't even my bad,
It's like Darth Vader over there.
Hey, yeah, G-Web, Joe. This is my new box mod. You see how smart this damn thing is?
Dude, I need that. I don't like to look at that. I think I was looking at one at the shop the other day.
This is the box mod on the side of the, see how small it is? But you don't want to spend the money I paid for this, though. This is way out of your price range, bro. But
no, I found a place to get the same battery I got that I paid like 20-something for like $12 on Amazon. So
I think he just called you poor.
No, I didn't call him poor, but this is $200, and G doesn't want to spend that.
Yeah,
I ain't spending that either. I'm poor too, then.
It's worth it, though.
More amps or just long time life?
Both. I can adjust it. Which way is that? See, I can adjust this on 30 if it'll clear fucking up. See, You adjust it. Is it still upside down? I can't fucking tell. Oh, it's reversed on my camera, right?
I
Is
get
it
the idea,
reversed?
though.
Is it
And
reversed?
then it's got a rubber case around it or something.
Yeah, it's like they
Reverse
call
it.
it. Yeah, it's just a protective case.
Looks like my shot timer for I use for competition.
It looks like a beeper because it's on the bottom. Okay, maybe that way. Okay, and you
I
can
finally got
adjust
one of
the
those cords to
wattage.
plug into USB, so bypass or whatever, and it does
Oh.
work pretty good.
Yeah,
It
you told me.
works, but it's not.
It goes up to 40 watts, so you get pretty right. And it has temperature control, but only if you use nickel wire. But it's pretty cool.
Does it go to 11?
No, it goes to 40, motherfucker.
Oh God.
Turn down for what? Like, that's really loud?
Yeah, it was.
What's been going on, though, man? I haven't talked to you guys in a while, man.
I hadn't seen you for a while, so I figured you were in prison.
No, I got out.
You gotta come and visit to let him out.
I am your bigger Ergo
Whenever I don't see Beat Gurk or Edge for a couple of days, I always just assume prison.
Me and Edge might be in prison together. Fuck. I'll be raping his ass.
Sir, thank you very much.
At least you got a pretty girlfriend right off the bat if you get Edge as your bunkmate.
I know, right? A big keep me warm at night.
My hairline's better.
Gurk, look in the
Hey,
side.
fuck you.
Side chat.
Okay. Hey, did you order the Zero mod from Fast Tech yet?
Say what?
Oh. When you getting a Z? Well, no, that wasn't you. Never mind. That wasn't you, Chris. That was another fucking guy. Who's that guy that vapes? It was another guy that vapes. His voice is just like yours or Chris, but he has a different picture.
Island.
Oh, what is this? Round butt Centennial.
Island Z Survivor.
That looks kind of cool. It kind of looks like this grip,
No,
but
wait,
it's,
Island Z Survivor sounds like
But it-
cello.
it's
but
a little longer.
Yeah, longer, and it covers the back strap, so you don't have that.
Oh,
metal back strap.
yeah. So hold on. Oh, it's just a piece that you push up into it?
It slips over the whole thing, and then it screws in the bottom. Like there's a little clip you put on the bottom, then it screws in the bottom.
So how do I actually take this grip off?
Should have a screw on the side.
That's
No.
pretty daggone cheap for that grip, actually.
No, I don't have a screw on this. I might run with something like that. I like the way that looks. You got any-
I put this on a pistol. I don't. Well, yeah. If you want to talk about, you can. I mean, there are some VZ grips are good, but like for the price and comfort, you can't beat these Hogue grips.
Okay, but hold on. There's no actual there's no screw on the side like to take this off.
No,
Yeah.
those will just pop off. Those are compression. They snap up on.
So I just pry
Which
it.
ones do you have? Let me see which ones you've got.
See this? See it?
The ones
That's
that-
like the middle. And
Yeah,
then I
those
can
are
flip
just-
around.
There's a little piece that comes with them that looks like a little C, almost like a little C-shaped piece of plastic, flat in the back, and you just slide that up under the bottom of the grip panels, and it spreads it apart enough that it comes off those two little pegs at the bottom.
Oh, I see it. Okay, because I can kind of pull it out a little bit. Okay, I would probably use like a soft flat something to pry it a little bit.
Yeah,
I'd probably get it
butter
off.
knife or a plastic butter
Right.
knife for your fingers.
Right.
Actually, then
Okay.
I don't know if these grips will work. Then you might want to like.
But these are, this is a J-frame, so it should take all J-frame grips, right?
Yeah, they just slide up over. There's a little
Yeah.
slot that goes down the side on each side of the grips, and you just slide the little pegs through those slots, and then it screws into
Right.
the bottom.
Oh,
The one that Gurk has doesn't have that pin on the bottom of the frame.
It's no pin. It's like a little, I don't know if
No, I
you guys see that?
There should
When
be a
you-
little
That's the
post
bottom.
on each side. Is there not a little post on? Yeah, there's a little post. If you took those grips off, you'd see a pin that goes all the way through the bottom of that grip, and then
Alright.
a little post on each side.
So like under here with it, because the serial number's on this.
Now, right under there, like about a quarter of an inch up, your grip right there, there's a little pin that goes all the way through. It's a little peg.
It goes
Okay.
through the frame and it extends out on both sides of the frame, and that's what the
Oh,
grip is
okay.
staying on with. You're going to pry it off of those two little pegs, and
Right.
the new one may or may not need that.
That's weird that they have it like that now.
Things upstairs are up.
It is. Considering,
Okay.
well, I guess you don't take it on and off, because if you took it on and off too much, it would just wear out, and never work.
Plus, they snap. Those little compression ones like that, if you take them on and off too much, they snap. I've snapped a couple of them.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about, and these are out of stock now. So hold on, the laser that's on the grip, on the bottom, on the all black one.
Man, you don't need a laser.
No, I'm just saying, like, is that a part of the grips, or is that like some extra that?
No, that's a model. That's a model that Smith & Wesson puts out now with the laser built into it.
Okay, okay. I do like those grips though. I would consider. I like them because they're a little bit longer. But
Trust me, man. Like I have almost that same pistol, but a different model, and I got these grips just to give it like, because I wasn't really carrying it.
Right.
And it made all the difference in the world.
Right. I mean, yeah, because it's kind of like hard on the web because it's metal here.
Yeah. You probably got like adult size hands too, right?
Oh, I got fucking bear claws, dude. I got an iPhone 6 Plus, and
then you'll like these grips a lot, then, because if you got big hands, it adds a little bit of circumference around the whole thing. So
definitely, I'm gonna email this shit to myself so I can come back and buy them when they come back in stock.
You can get these anywhere. I mean, this isn't the only place to get them. This is like the easiest place to find them.
Okay, I can probably find them on Amazon, probably.
Oh, yeah, Amazon or Midway USA. Everybody's got them.
Okay.
If you don't like that double action trigger, and you can find and I'm going to stress this, a competent, like Smith & Wesson gunsmith in your area, I mean competent, not some jerk off in his garage.
Right.
Digital Profit should be able to do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a trigger job done on that thing. It should only cost you. $45, maybe $60 at the most.
Right.
It'll smooth up that double action trigger a lot, man.
You see these Piranha grip ones I'm showing you here?
What's wrong with jerk offs in the garage?
Let me see.
The Piranha grips.
Oh yeah. Those are Hogue.
Grippy as fuck. Those are really grippy. I wish they made them in the elongated version with the 3 fingers like they do their wood grips.
Right.
But their wood, that doesn't help with recoil at all, does it?
No, those ones aren't wood. Those ones are G10. But I wish they made them in the same length they make their wood ones, because they make some wood ones that have a 3-finger grip.
And just having that extension makes the recoil more manageable.
It makes it a lot more controllable.
So hold on, I found these grips on Amazon, but it says Fit Centennial Bodyguard. I don't know. I'm gonna put the link and tell me if I don't know if they're fit this guy.
What model? I don't know what model yours is.
It's a 360 PD, but it's a J-frame, so it should fit. All J-frame grips should fit. Still a J-frame.
Well, J-frames are J-frames. K-frames actually came in 2 settings: butt rounded and butt end or whatever. But the J-frames I think are all unilateral.
Called square and round butt.
Whoa, these are a lot more expensive too. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're right. They are more expensive.
Yeah, when you get into the G10s, they're in like the 60 to 75. 55 to 75, depending on whether you get tech string or not. When you get into the wood ones, you can spend 110, 120 easy on some nice checkered ones.
Easy or nice?
So I got a Galco ankle holster. It's not leather. It's like all like neoprene, I guess, whatever fucking material it is. And it has like a thumb latch, but I don't know. It's like the piece is missing from the other side, but it locks in. It's super fucking comfortable.
Dude, but every time I would put a sock on, and then that kind of ankle holster, and then another sock on top of that, so it didn't look like I had an ankle holster on. And then that outside sock is enough to hold that tiny little lightweight gun. Super good. Like I could do all kinds of stuff, jump out of a helicopter.
But then when you're drawing it, are you pulling your pants up, then pulling the sock down, or is the handle sticking out enough to where you can just pull it out?
Good question. Yeah, I basically had to jam into my leg with my finger, sort of, so that it would go past the sock, and then sort of like a pocket holster, just ignore the sock. So it was not sticking out enough to see. I'd have to push my fingers into the sock to be able to get to it.
See, now this is awesome. Like for appendix, like oh my god, it just drops straight in there and it holds, and my pants good. How it sits. I mean, obviously I would get a holster for it if I was gonna appendix carry it. Yeah, it's fucking like, yeah. I would have carried this appendix too, but I mean, this is good ankle, nice little backup, or just if I'm running out, just keep it on my ankle all fucking day if I don't want to grab my big gun. I got this one, so it's still a 357. So.
Have you shot it yet?
No, I just got it 3 hours ago.
Yeah, like I said, have you shot it yet?
That's no excuse.
If you shoot that with full loads, warning, it's going to sting a little.
Yeah, I know it does. I know. I don't really plan on. I mean, I might run a few 357 hollow points just to check. I'm pretty sure it'll work just to see how it is. But I'm gonna. That's gonna be strictly for carry. I have 38 ball and I have some 38 ball plus P's and some 38 hollows.
Just shoot some 38 ball through it while you practice, and then carry 37s in it.
Yeah, definitely. I got some 38 hollows he gave me too, so because he wasn't with the 357, he said it kicked his ass. But I'm over, man.
If you get those Hogue overmold grips, the rubber ones, that will help with the recoil, even with full house loads.
Okay.
And it actually helps a lot. Those bigger rubber grips help a lot.
Yeah, because that rubber's on the Weberman.
You think your range, you'll figure it out. Whether if you can shoot 357, it's great. With that pistol or revolver, sorry. And, it's great. But if you can't shoot the 357s, you can't manage them. Then use 38 plus P. You gotta.
I'm telling you, man. Like I have a Ruger LCR and I love it. But I went and got. There's a guy in my area that's a certified Smith & Wesson gunsmith, and I had my J-frame. I had him do a trigger job, and now that J-frame has a better trigger than my Ruger does. And the Ruger LCR's got a great trigger. So if you can find a competent gunsmith, man, you put like $50 into a trigger job, and that thing you won't. I mean, you think it's good now? Just wait. Even in double action, man, it'll smooth that double action right out.
Yeah, man, I want some Jerry Mitchell double action around here, yo. But this is cool. I mean, I wish it was. I wish it was a 6-shot, but whatever. I don't care.
Also, try to figure out try to learn how to stage the trigger when you shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
You pull it in and you stop and you re-aim.
Yep, that's it right there.
Yep.
You'll feel it because that was too much. But you'll get to that point where
Yeah, practicing that right there will really, man, it helps so much.
No, I gotta stop and dry fire. And it's not cool to dry fire revolvers, right?
No, it's fine.
Oh, it is? Okay.
100% good to go. Yeah, it would be really hard to wear it out.
We have a transfer bar now. You can,
what you will do is run a line on your cylinder, though, and that looks shitty.
Shit, it's already fucking one there.
Oh, okay. If it's already there, then you're not going to
I don't care. It's already one there. It's already, because like I said, he carried and shot this gun. It's already one there. You can see it gleaming right there.
I know a guy who got fussed out, yelled at by a gunsmith. He went into his shop and picked up one of his custom revolvers and just cycled it one time, just cocked it. And he's like, "What the heck are you doing?" He's like, "Put that freaking thing down," because he didn't want to mark on the cylinder because it was like a custom work he done. Yeah, it'll put a nice ring around it.
Yeah, if you're gonna carry it, just forget about it. It's gonna get turn ring and it's gonna get all kinds of shit,
I'm not worried about that. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking baby this gun. I'm gonna carry the fuck out of this. I hope it turns rusty like G-Web's fucking revolvers. I'm gonna carry the fuck out of this gun.
If your aluminum and titanium revolver gets rusty, you might want to take it back. You might have a Chinese knockoff.
I'm glad you added revolver at the end of that sentence. I thought you were saying G-Web's was rusty.
G-Web's is rusty, and I got a new phone too. The fucking iPhone. This shit is nice.
Nick, once you get the SUV Jeep, the 4-door Jeep.
What'd you say?
Why didn't you get that 4-door Jeep?
I don't really care for the 4-door Jeeps nearly as much. Now, if I had to have a family car, I would, but it throws the whole feel of a Jeep off.
Oh, you just got that? That's what's up, yo. What happened to the other car? Did you buy that? Did you sell one of your other cars, or did
No,
you?
I just put the Prius in storage.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Hopefully my son will drive it if he feels like getting his driver's license.
I like that, yo. That's what's up. So you can put some 30-inch tires on it and lift it up a little bit.
It's already got 31s on it, so I'm going to put.
Oh, that's 31s.
Yeah, I'm going to put 33s on it and put a 2.5-inch lift and a 1.5-inch spacer on it and put some 33-inch tires on it.
That's what's up. Yeah, Yankee. That's what's up, yo. It would look badass. That would look badass in like a gunmetal fucking gray. Oh my god.
They have a color called Tank that's like that. It looks really cool, but I like the green. I would actually like to have Gecko, but
I used to have a 285s on my pickup, and they were like $200 and almost $300 a tire. But the truck looked stout, man. But it was a gas guzzler because all the air that you're getting under the vehicle as well as over it, man, it was crazy to fucking fill up. Now I drive a Honda.
Hey, do y'all know if Marco sold his fucking MMP yet? Can y'all hear me?
Didn't know he was selling it.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be buying it, but I can't get in touch with the motherfucker. He ain't been picking up his phone, and then I've been down the phone for a couple weeks, so I don't know. I know he got the new Glock, but I don't know if he sold his MP to get it, so I don't know. I'm supposed to be buying that from him too, so hopefully if he still got it, I'll probably go get that in a couple weeks, and then. Even though I was supposed to buy it like 2 weeks ago.
I can't afford to get any guns right now. I'm hoping that I'll have a little money by the time a Glock 43 becomes available around here, so I can get one and try it out.
All right. I mean, that thing is, I don't know. I mean, I was all excited, before it came out, with all the hype and stuff, thinking it was going to be more. I don't know. I think I'm kind of thrown off by the capacity. Because I already have the shield, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I
just want to try it.
How many does the shield hold?
7 and 8, depending on which magazine you use.
So 7 plus 1 with the flush mag?
Yeah, or 8 plus 1 with the other mag. I use the finger extension, so...
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much does the Pierce... Can't you get the Pierce extensions for the Glock mag? That's like 2 rounds or 1 round?
Well, we don't know for the 43 yet. It hasn't came out yet.
Oh, I'm sure they'll make one, though.
Yeah, they probably will. Yeah, they probably will. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might, if I could, like, I wish I would have got the 42. I would probably get the 42 before I get the 43, though. Just because I have that small concealed carry 9 already. The niche is filled for me, so I would get the 380 one first before I get the 9. I would eventually like to have both, but. No.
It's a 380 though.
Yeah, Iraqi veteran showed a picture of one today that he got. Said they're already shooting a video for it.
Yeah, I don't mind 380, man. 380s are cool. I don't mind 380s for all. There's nothing wrong with 3. Hey, G-Webs, I put the picture on Instagram and tagged you in it so you can see better. I eventually take some better pictures of it and post them.
Oh, the revolver?
Yeah, I tagged you in a picture of it. It's not a really good picture. I guess I can take a good one right now. Yo, what up, bro?
Where the white woman at?
Shit, they at your house, man. Yeah, trouble.
And random Edge comment out of nowhere. Just remind you who's here.
It's real. It's just So yeah, righty. I made another Instagram. It's still BGurk, but it's 2 underscores. Go follow me, yo.
Have you guys ever noticed how the inside of a gun barrel, after you shoot a lot of rounds through it, it'll be like solid black?
No.
No, I just don't.
Is that just like, I guess a solvent can take that out?
Are you pointing your gun at your head again?
No, I had the barrel out of this gun. Thank you. I've been chamber checking all my rounds.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever noticed if you look down the barrel while you're shooting, there's a
camera
piece
on,
of brass
look.
coming out of it, or a
Happy?
piece of lead
You
coming out
happy?
of it?
You happy? You happy?
Hey, Ballistic, have you ever noticed, you heard what he said? But if you ever notice, if you point your gun and then squeeze the trigger, you would never notice ever again.
You'll notice there's a piece of lead coming at your foot.
You'll never notice again.
Oh,
Never notice shit.
I guess it's all from all the carbon buildup. I was just wondering if it's from the coated bullets I've been shooting, or if it's just the
Some
carbon.
crappy bullets.
Probably
No.
it's not carbon. I really truly freaking doubt there's a carbon buildup
Not
in
carbon, but I don't know what you'd call it.
It's from your freaking
So, okay,
fucking rounds.
have you guys
From my
seen
what
this?
rounds?
Your fucking powder coated rounds probably.
Have you guys seen this yet?
I guess
So
all
the
coated
new
bullets
trend
do.
now is fluting barrels for semi-autos. What you guys think
Yes.
about that? Oh. It looks cool, but get the fuck out of here.
Looks like more areas to clean.
It looks cool, but it's a waste of fucking money. Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's the way all
Well,
stuff
the thing
is.
is, on a semi-auto or really any pistol these days, I can't imagine that somebody was like, "Yeah, we got extra metal, leave it on there." Like, yeah, the thing weighs something. Who cares if we have some extra metal on there? You know what I mean? In other words, I think that those barrels are engineered to be as thin as like legally possible before they. You know,
Right,
they're
explode.
worried about ounces and shit, so they don't want to make their gun extra weight just for no reason. So by taking away some of that material, I think we're walking into some potential. I don't want an engineer to do it. Let's put it
Not
that
to
way.
mention you have that.
What I'm saying,
Not to
the
mention you have
gun,
that bumpy
the gun
surface.
manufacturers aren't doing that. This is aftermarket shit. You know what I mean?
Well, not to mention that
The
bumpy
gun
ass
manufacturers
surface
are-
rubbing on the inside of your slot. When the barrel cams up, and you get that really slight wear mark.
Well, yeah, that's a bearing surface, exactly. And now you've just removed like potentially 50% of the bearing area. Like
That's how Glocks lock up.
that's the
You
way
see
the
that
gun's
here.
designed for a
On
reason.
my Glock, bro, you can see the wear. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but
If you look at that picture, it's like a 3/4 of an inch from the muzzle to where those start.
You think that surface would eventually wear out the inside of your slide, where it cams up.
yeah, the slide finish is tougher than the.
I'm not worried about the finish. I'm worried about like what is a smooth surface, rubbing
Yeah.
against my slide, now a bumpy ass surface.
Well, the Glock is just their
Exactly.
well, it used to be Tennifer. It's just Tennifer against Tennifer, but now it's whatever they coat them in.
Well, no. It's not that. It's that you have something that's not smooth and flat, and you have something that's bumpy. So when it hits, it could catch one of those notches and do damage possibly. That's the issue I see with it.
I don't see how that could catch whenever the race part is.
Okay,
Like it used to
basically, I don't think it's gonna catch.
How is the slide gonna get any closer to the barrel? It's not.
All right. I
It's
don't think it's
already
gonna catch.
touching
I'm
the barrel.
saying it's going to be more friction with the lack of a smooth
That's the way to say.
surface.
Yeah, by the
Okay,
taking
yeah, that
away
makes
its surface that's designed
No, that's
to
what-
reduce
like,
friction,
look, you
add
see
it
that?
to the amount of friction, it's gonna wear.
Those are like pure like straight in like dimples into it. Now the ones that's fluted with straight flat lines, no. But something like that, when the barrel rubs at the top of the inside of that slide, how it does, that's why it leaves marks because it rubs there. You know, that's it's not like smooth. It's like bumping. So you know what I mean?
They put that on there so when you got lock back and you're all out of bullets and you throw it, it's like a golf ball. It gives your gun stability.
It's all pretty. That's all it is. It's just cake dressing.
Yeah.
That's all half the crap is like.
That's
the
what I said. It
slides and
looks
stuff.
cool. It looks cool as fuck.
No one notices the difference. Yeah, it's gonna it's gonna make the slide cycle faster, but the only people who are gonna notice are people out there shooting every day who are shooting for a living, like
Right.
high end competition shooters who shoot thousands of rounds a week.
Now, stuff like that dimpling and stuff. It's pretty. I think it looks cool if you want it. And doing it like that, like on those 45, like a 40 conversion barrel that's down to a 9mm, you don't got to worry about anything about stress because they're way thicker than they got to be. But like G-Web says, I worry about when they start taking shit off of barrels that are made specifically for 9mm and they're as thick as a 9mm barrel is supposed to be.
Has anybody
If you've ever seen a barrel that got
like
overpressure,
the
it always
agency
goes
arm?
up along the lines of rifling, so that's just going to give it more potential weak spots, right?
Yeah, I've seen lots of barrels. You ever see those barrels that split? They look like they're spiraled. That's because they split right along the rifling channel.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody like heard anything new about the agency arms or seen one up close or held one? The agency arms Glocks?
Who? Agency Arms?
Yeah, you haven't seen those yet? You don't remember when that promo video came out? and they have like stippled in the ledge into them. Like, what? You haven't seen this fucking gun yet?
Might have. I don't know. Is it like a custom shop?
It's just fucking dope.
Pretty millworking. It's pretty. I mean,
They stippled kind of like a gas pedal type of thing into the side. Like, it's a nice fucking like.
It's polymer. The gas pedal is.
No, it's like they like reduce the polymer enough to give it like a little ledge for your thumb, just slight. But it's, it was stippling there, so maybe enough to kind of add some extra force downward.
That's stupid.
The plastic a little bit too. I mean, don't they heat it and push it out a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know their process, but I mean, it looks like it's poking out some. Whether I don't know if that's shaved down or pushed out, like you said. It looked like it's shaved down a little bit from the pictures that I'm noticing. Just looked like that area is just like shaved down some. But
The only reason I can see my wanting that ledge thing is like if they're wanting to use it for carry, because if you're using it for like any other kind of range shooting, they make all kinds of different ledges that go in through your third pin there on your Glock.
I mean the gun is marketed as like a fighting type gun.
Right, without being like a big bulky.
Yeah, and it has that cool factor to it. Like that's like awesome as shit right there.
I know I'm not all about the stippling though. I tried it and it's not as grippy as I thought it would be.
No, I mean it all depends on the different kinds of stippling. If you want super aggressive stippling, you got to get bigger holes. The bigger the holes, the more aggressive it is to a certain point. The smaller ones, it'll feel more sandpapers, but it isn't gonna be like super grippy. And they got to be deep or sharp. It's a method to it. Like how I did it on.
Like I don't like people melting things.
Right, but I don't know. I would like to send one of my Glock, my Glock to them, or get a 17 and send it to them and have them fix it up. That'd be dope. But go ahead, yo. This is ridiculous. This is fucking hilarious. This dude thought he was gonna get this tattooed, right? Can you see that? The baby holding his thumb, and it turned out like that. That's horrible.
What the heck?
It's fucking horrible.
People are so retarded.
That is fucking horrible.
I wonder if that's real. Like, if that's real, that's like...
I'll do. That's definitely fucking real, bro. I'm gonna tag. Yeah, I'm gonna tag you in it, G-Webs.
That's hilarious.
I tagged you. Hey, Ballistic, I don't think I have you. Oh, yeah, I do have you. Okay, I tagged y'all in it.
Alright, I'll look at it.
Yankee, I don't think I have you. Let me get you. Yankee. Yeah, there you go. Alright.
I haven't been really doing a lot on Instagram lately. Definitely not anything focused. So.
Right. Except for this fucking gay-ass picture right there.
Awesome.
Yo, Yankee, you got a fat ass, yo, no homo.
That's his profile pic on Chat Roulette.
Look at that ass, yo. He look like you want to twerk.
That's not my profile pic on Chat Roulette. You want to see it?
No,
Not really.
God, no.
Oh shit! You did let him get blue hair, yo. I haven't seen that
Is
yet.
it
Yo.
getting the brown?
He looks like a Smurf pissed on his head. Tell your son I said that. That's cool though. That's dope. That's what's up.
Yankee's about to make this chat turn into a Quark-rated chat.
I'd rather be surprised if I ever run into your profile.
Actually, to use Chat Roulette, I would have to be able to figure out a webcam, and that's not very likely to happen. I can barely work this room, and it does everything for you.
I've never used a separate webcam before. Mine's just built in, so.
Hey Yankee, you know that release right there that you have on that revolver. Would that work on mine?
You don't really need it on a J-frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just
I just think it looks cool. You know? You could just push it forward, right?
Yeah.
That's what you can do on yours.
Well, yeah, I know, but I think it looks cool.
Oh shit! Whose cat is this?
Whose cat is who?
Oh, this is Wesley's chat.
Yeah.
Pick somebody.
Yankee. Well, I think he just left.
Yankee, are you still here?
Yeah. What?
Oh, he's still there. I thought I heard him walking away.
I did walk off. What was this? What
Pick a number between 1 and 1,000. Ish.
12.
No, pick more than that, because that'll be one of us.
Oh, 306.
Okay, thanks.
What is that for?
Giving away a patch every day. Do it during the live show.
Okay. Hey, are the pink and green E2Ms done yet?
What number was
I
that? That's my number.
I don't know. So probably way down in the dozens. I just got a thing either yesterday or today, so both of them are on the way right now.
Cause look, right.
Some other ones.
Only reason I asked you, because my girlfriend, she was like, where's my patch? Like, when are you going to get my patch? And I was like, I just talked to G-Web. He said they're getting sold. He was like, I don't care. You need to hurry up and get my patch. I'm like, because I bought her a multicam hat, and she has no patches on it.
Oh.
And she's like, where's my patch? I was like, the patch is coming. It's getting made. They have to make it. Like, I'm like, I talked to you. I was just sending him a message.
I'm trying hard to figure out how to do it so that I don't have to do them with the crowdsource, so.
Right.
Anyway, just have them. I'm sorry, you said 306 or something, Yankee?
312.
312.
I thought that's what he said.
No, he said 306.
Did he say 306? I thought he said
306.
He said 12 the first time, then he said 306 the second time.
Oh,
God,
shit.
so
You need another one. 306 is one of those that it skips. Somebody must have canceled an account or something.
555.
Go ahead and go with the 312 then, the one he thought.
312?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're close to it.
Mike F. I'll send him a message. Thanks.
So what patch are you giving away?
It's actually just whatever patch off of this picture. If you go to Gun Channel's contests, so under community, one of the things there's contests, there's a patch of the day. And it's sort of like what I did on Facebook. It's just a picture of a whole different bunch of patches on a patch panel, and then the winner just picks the one they want.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a friend of mine from the K's back in the days of
So you say,
guys. So he'll probably take that 8K one.
Go to community.
Mm-hmm. And then there's one there called contests and giveaways.
Okay, I see it.
I put all the contests in one spot because we have 3 of them basically: a daily patch giveaway, then a monthly. Oh wait, no, there's a daily patch giveaway, a weekly photo contest, and then a monthly shipping challenge.
Oh, okay. So daily patch giveaway. Oh, so you're doing them every day on a chat or like on Instagram or whatever? Oh,
no, just
okay.
Here on Gun Channels, we do them in a live chat. I was doing them on Facebook and stuff before, but I figured let's do it in house, keep everybody.
Oh, okay. So you're just giving away one of these. That's cool.
It's a lot of powder there, Caleb. You registered to handle all that?
Oh, you know it. That's only an eighth of it.
Yeah.
I gotta buy one of those fucking fucking, what are the name of those? One of those little orange ones, the orange ordnance patches, the PVC.
The ammo.
Yeah. I gotta buy the PVC one. Oh, it's an ordnance sign. That's what it is.
It's the 1.4 with the C on it. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome. I don't have the PVC one. I have the.
That's like explosives or ordnance or whatever.
Like one of my favorite patches.
We'll put them on.
It's non-explosive small arms ammo. So like.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
For S, I think if it was like armor piercing, or no, if it was incendiary. So there's 1.4 and then the 2 different letters. I chose the one for just ball ammo for the first one. I don't know if it's popular enough to do the other one or not. I don't think so.
Right.
Isn't 1.3 an explosive too, of some sort?
I don't know. There's a shit ton. It's just that those are the ones for small ammo.
Yeah, because those are the ones because when we transfer ammo in the military, you have to put that on the side of the truck and shit. Have to flip the fucking thing.
From seeing them on trucks and shit. So I was like, oh, that thing's cool. Except they're always like, it's an international thing actually. I think it's NATO or something. So they have to be like 6 inches by 6 inches or whatever, and they have to be made out of whatever durable material. So you can't just obtain them. They're a pain in the ass because they have to be big and everything. So I just figured, okay, I'm going to take that cool thing and make it smaller.
Right.
And then it's one of those things where if you know what it is, you know what it is, without even having to know what it actually is, like what it means, because you're so used to seeing it. But if you don't know what it is, then it could be almost anything. Nobody knows what the hell it is. I might be the only one of like a dozen people that think that's cool. But I like it when my patch is something to me and my friends and not anything to anybody else.
No, that's why I love the fucking Gun Channels patch, because it's just so simple, just a G with like a fucking Glock in it, and people usually don't notice the Glock and they see the G and people like, what is that? You know. Then I give them the whole gun channels thing, and if I don't run out of fucking gun channels and E2M cards, I give those out.
Much like that guy in that Facebook group that had that gun channels patch that he got from somewhere.
All right.
That's
Hey,
cool.
when you send out those patches, you're gonna send some cards with you, right?
I don't have gun channels ones. You mean every second matters?
Yeah, every second matters ones. I give those shit, man. I give those shits out of every.
I started doing that deal because I
Anti-defensive
basically
attack
bought
too.
way too many of those from like
Right.
Vista Print or whatever, and I was like, well, shit, I'll never need all these. So I was like, I'll put it on eBay for whatever it was, like 100 cards or 200 cards or something. And then
Right.
I sold so many of those, I had to buy more damn cards. Like, I never think I would ever get through these cards. It was like freaking shoeboxes and shoeboxes of cards, it seemed like. And then I've already had to I've had to make an order again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so good news. I'm officially a resident of Virginia now. Boom.
Virginia is for lovers.
Yeah, man.
I've only driven through that state once, and that got on my nerves so bad. I'm like, I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine living there.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah. Hey, I can do this now and shit, though.
Virginia's for lovers. How about you go fuck yourself?
This is weird. Have you guys ever looked inside of the Glock magazine tubes and seen like the polymer like peeling up or something?
Why are you looking inside your gun so
Staring
much?
at your gun.
You're just like,
See-
I'm gonna look inside here. I've never looked in
'Cause I'm
here
doing
before.
maintenance.
Magazine tube.
You see that? How it's peeling right there?
You're
It
talking about
hap-
it happens from your
magazine body?
Yo, it happens from your spring going up and down and shit, scraping the fucking polymer. That's what's happening. It is okay. If you have a problem, takes a little bit of fucking sandpaper, sand that shit down so it's not sticking out, and once it gets too bad, throw them away and buy new bags. Fix.
Yep, magazines are disposable. They actually have expiration dates.
That is true.
Yo, I met like I met where you meet people, right? And you just meet like a cool ass person, right? You have to everybody experienced that. You automatically like click. So this kid started at my job. He's like I don't know, he's like 18, 19, 18, something like that. Little white kid, whatever. So, he was cool and I noticed like it was something wrong with his hands. He has like a pinky for a thumb or whatever, right? So, I didn't ask him about it. I thought it would be rude, whatever. But I noticed it. So we're outside smoking. He's just outside with us talking, and he has like this '63 Mustang, and we were talking about that. And I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" He was like, and he like knocked on his leg and was like, "Nah, it's automatic." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Oh, you don't know?" I was like, "No, he lifted his pants leg up. He has like a whole prosthetic leg." I never fucking noticed, right? For like the whole first week he was there. I seen he walked kind of funny, but I just thought, he had a limp or something. I didn't think he had a whole prosthetic leg. He was born without a femur bone, right? And he's like just a cool ass kid. You know what I mean? It never held him back, whatever. He plays like lacrosse. He goes running and shit like that. He built this Mustang over like 3 years, like restored it and shit. He shoots and shit. He actually has he was telling me he has an Arisaka that his grandfather or great grandfather brought back from Japan and shit after the war and shit. And it has like he was telling me about it has like the seal for the army or whatever. Where he said they scraped a lot of them off, so those are like hard to find. You know anything about that, G-Web? Anybody know?
Yeah, it's the crest for the emperor. It's a chrysanthemum. I can't even say that fucking word.
Chrysanthemum.
Thank you.
So it's rare for it to have those.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly.
Yeah,
Not like it's automatically worth $1 billion.
Right.
All of them you see don't have it anymore.
Right. Yeah, so he said they have one. He said he wants to shoot it, but the bolts fly back. So I told him once he was telling me that it was kind of rare and shit. I was telling him don't shoot it. If you can, see if you can find someone who can get the bolt unstuck. But don't shoot it. I was telling him just save it, yo. You know what I mean? You never know how much that can be worth, and you can pass it down for generations because his father gave it to him or whatever. But
well, there's a
yeah,
couple
like,
of things. Usually, when they've got the flower still intact, that means they usually killed the son of a bitch before he had a chance to fuck with it. Or it also means they weren't like turned in mass and had it done automatically, because they did give them, like, from what I understand, some guys got like souvenir ones. They just had a big pile of them and they were like, hey, does anybody want one? Take it and put it in your duffel bag. But some guys, actually fought the motherfucker for it and killed him and took it from him.
Right.
So if it's one of those, yeah, you would never want to break that gun. But the other thing is, from what I understand, I'm no expert on them, but at the end of the war, they were making them like less and less quality and shittier. So you wouldn't want to like have a shitty one and then ruin it, especially if it's got some badass story to it.
Right. Well, he didn't really give me a background to it. He just said his grandfather brought it back and whatnot. But back on him, like, he was a cool kid. Like, I've met people in the military with, like, no legs and arms and shit like that. But I never met like a kid that was like born without a leg. You know what I mean? And
there's a guy here who shoots competitions. I've only seen him at one. I always see him at the same range. I'm not sure if he shoots anywhere else, but he's the double prosthetic legs.
It's WMPT.
Yeah, I don't know if he's an amputee or what. I've never talked to him, but it's pretty cool, and he shoots pretty good. I mean, he places pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I just like to see people like that who don't let that shit hold them back, and his like license plate says Stumpy and shit. Like, that's pretty cool. Positive shit. Oh, fuck.
What I hate to see is those poor sons of bitches who are left-handed and they have to struggle through life. Like, some of those, it's sometimes more merciful to just put them down right when they're born.
Yeah, you should. Right?
Wrong kind of scissors all the time.
You're stupid. Oh my god, so I need to get rich.
I'm just trying to be human.
So why are we putting aim points on Glocks now? Like T1s. Why are we putting T1s on the middle of Glock frames? I don't understand that.
So it's less expensive than an RMR, I think.
Is that in front of the?
Dude, that is fucking way the fuck up there, bro.
It's in front of the.
I think it might be on. I think it might be on a rail system though.
That ATI made a rail that holds
I think
it up.
It might be on
on top of the ejection port of most.
But I don't know.
The fact that it's sitting like right on top of the gun. Most all like dot guns, like for competition and stuff like that, they have mounts. They sit like half inch up off the slide though, so it's nowhere near. It doesn't interfere with the the performance of the gun really.
Right.
You mean the kind that come out of the grip or whatever and are not on the slide?
What's that?
Are you talking about the kind that come up off the grip or somehow off the rail or something?
Right. Yeah, they don't even touch the slide. They go around.
That's what I'm used to, and I saw one just the other day that ATEI posted on Instagram that it was more going back to that style, and that makes more sense to me because I just wouldn't want the wear and tear on my optic to have to go back and forth with the recoil all the time. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I just the big ass sight on that gun is just.
I would think it'd be easier. I think it'd be easier to shoot one too that was mounted to the frame or whatever, and not the slide, because it wouldn't be jumping around as much.
I just think now we have the resources to match like performance with aesthetics so good that you don't have to have something that looks like ridiculous like that. I mean, if it was a race gun, it'd be different, but. Shit. Bitch, you. Oh my god. Damn, that was Bitch, you guessed it. Ooh. Have y'all seen fucking Stitch's new song?
He's got a new one.
Oh my god, it's something like I'm balling like Dan Bilzerian, or I think I'm Dan Bilzerian or something like that. Oh my god, it's horrible.
So he's gonna throw some chick off a roof into a swimming pool?
I I guess so. It's worse than I'm bringing like I see the one where it's like I'm bringing like bricks to the airport or some shit like that. Hey, no, you aren't, motherfucker. What? You're not bringing no cocaine on our airplane in the fucking what? What are you talking about?
Dude, he's got guys in TSA that let him right through. So he's carrying bricks onto the plane while you're going through TSA or something.
Well, I'm getting checked. I'm getting checked.
Yeah, you're getting anal probed.
With the pilots. He's playing up with the pilots.
The girl's getting a strip search, and the guy with the face tattoos getting free pass for security.
I know, right? Hey, I heard something about these titanium like cylinders that you're not supposed to put like regular like oil on them, gun oil or something on them.
Oh, really? I never heard of that one.
I don't know. I've heard that before somewhere.
Mine's titanium. Mine's titanium, and I clean it like I clean everything else.
Oh yeah, okay. I gotta give this gun a nice little once over because it isn't dirty fucking condition.
And I did scrub the shit out of mine. Mine wasn't 37, I was a 38, but I would get it all dirty and have to scrub it.
How about I'm gonna clean it right now actually. How about whatchamacallit? How about an ultrasonic cleaner? I was hearing something about you shouldn't put this gun in an ultrasonic cleaner.
Hell no, dude. What the fuck?
I don't know, man. I'm being cautious. I don't know shit about fucking
There's so
titanium.
much like crap. Like
That's why I'm asking y'all, because y'all know.
Ultrasonic cleaner really matters on what solution you're using. Really, the only metal that ultrasonic cleaners can be bad on is like aluminum and that's soft things like that.
Sometimes like chrome plating and stuff can have issues.
Fucking gun aluminum? Isn't it aluminum and titanium? Oh, it's scandium and titanium.
Yeah, but the inside, there's parts on the inside of that thing that are steel. So you're going to scrub every single molecule of the preservative or oil out of that thing that would protect it from corrosion.
Right.
You're gonna put that thing against your body and sweat on it and you know, humidity up in Virginia.
Right.
You're in Virginia now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have issues, and not only that, all that buildup. The oil that builds up in there and gets all up in there. Makes that trigger smoother. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to get rougher, but I would think that would have some kind of negative effect on your trigger pull. Putting all the oil and shit.
Yeah, ultrasonic cleaner strips everything, takes it back to factory, before they even greased it off the line.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever thrown ultrasonic cleaner was an old ass rifle that I found in some closet, uncle's closet, and was just caked with So
I guess it would be I guess the only thing that'd be cool if I can take the cylinder out by itself and maybe would drop it in something like that. That would be okay.
Don't take that thing apart.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying if that was the case, that would be the part you would feel comfortable with putting in an ultrasonic cleaner.
I honestly wouldn't feel comfortable putting anything, but maybe a semi-auto, maybe the barrel of a semi-auto. But why? I could just clean that,
That's what I've done. That's the only thing I've done for my gun and my ultrasonic cleaner is I've done 2 Glock barrels, and then I've done my magazine base pads, my magazine tubes. That was it.
I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it worked pretty good.
I want the oil to get into all those little nooks and crannies, all those little pores and shit, and fill them up. So.
Well, for magazine tubes, it was nice.
Wait, what's the concern about putting a gun in an ultrasonic cleaner?
I don't know. I just heard some bullshit on YouTube in the past.
You're stripping everything. I mean, unless it needs it, you drop that shit on the beach or something, or it got salt water in it, and I mean exposed to salt water. The concern is you're stripping every single bit of the preservative that you're using to keep it from rusting out of it.
And plus, you gotta tear that thing all the way down to freaking nothing, because if you don't, it'll get water in places you can't get out and rust and crap.
I don't know who puts their ultrasonic and puts water in their ultrasonic. Everybody I know either has, the people I know happen to have it filled with Slip 2000. So the medium, you don't put it into water, you put it in some kind of oil. All it does is shake the shit out of the dust and dirt so that it physically falls off. At least that's the way I understood it.
See, that's different. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's expensive, but hell,
Yeah, I mean, it costs maybe what, $50 or something to buy like a gallon of it, but they don't clean it. They don't swap it out every time. I mean, they try to clean the gun off before they put it in there. You know, if something weird happens and it spoils the medium, the slip, then they'll just ditch it and put more in. But like I say, it's more of like a way to get the stuff that you would have to normally disassemble it. So they don't disassemble them. They'll usually take the wood off, or maybe a sight that wouldn't be good to be submerged in oil. But as long as it's in the machine, they put the whole machine in intact. It does its job. I thought maybe your concern was going to be if it shakes a bunch of dirt loose from one area and then it accumulates somewhere else. I could see that being an issue, but I suspect that's why you put it in a solution, so that the solution moves around and whisks the accumulation of shit around. So when you pull it out, when I pull stuff out of this ultrasonic that the friends of mine use, it's just like pulling it out of it's like if you throw it in a bucket of oil, it comes out completely saturated, and then you have to like basically damp it, put it on a towel for like an hour before it quits dripping oil.
So it's kind of working like a parts cleaner, right?
Yeah, the parts cleaner, but not that they don't put it in solvent, they put it in slip, so it's like a oil.
Right.
But it's like putting it into a thing that massages the shit out of it, so that, like I say, if there's a little tiny piece of granule of sand, it gets vibrated out of the nook and cranny it started out.
Okay,
I'll warn you, man. Like,
and one more question though. Like, where the fuck do you oil revolvers?
Where do you oil?
Where?
Yeah.
Where don't you oil a revolver?
Pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, every place there's a bearing surface, so get your oil in already.
At every surface, there's a lot of places oil.
I mean, you don't drip oil into an open hole hoping that it'll oil the insides, but
right.
All the places that you see metal touch, I usually drop a piece of oil.
If you overoil it like your little revolver and you put that shit in a holster in your waistband, like you're gonna get oil like dripping out of that thing, because there's lots of little weird spaces that like can accumulate oil. So like I try not to over oil them because I don't want like freaking slip 2000 like.
I'm just giving it a nice little like once over right now.
Like he's sweating the weirdest places. Like, no, that's just my gun leak.
Sweating on one side of your hip and not on the other.
If you appendix carry, that could be a whole nother like embarrassing situation.
I can just say I pissed on myself. Yeah, I'm good.
I just have a drippy barrel. It's no big deal.
Really get you fucking.
No, I mean my other barrel's drippy. Don't worry about it.
Premature lubrication. I was gonna say a buddy of mine's got an ultrasonic that he uses brake cleaner in.
Jesus Christ, really?
Well, no, he puts it in a brake cleaner, and then he has another ultrasonic with like oil, like a machine oil. So he puts it in the brake cleaner, lets it set for a minute to dry off, then he puts it in the oil and ultrasonics it in oil.
Yeah.
After he cleans it. Scrubs it down.
Seems legit.
That just seems like overkill, honestly.
Yeah, he's kind of nuts. And speaking of nuts, I was just checking my email. I got a flyer, or like an email from the place I bought my Barrett from. Let me open this thing back up first so I can get this right.
Yeah, what the fuck is my plan?
Do what?
Oh, go ahead, my bad, Jay.
I was just going to say that if you got a 1911, it's a little different. You would just take those denture pills that old people put their dentures in a cup of water with.
Fix it in or whatever? No,
yeah, you put your 1911 in that cup of water with your dentures.
Okay, now this is the thing I just got from this place. It says, till March 31st, if you buy an M107 like I bought, and an MRAD in any caliber, they will give you...
That military vehicle?
No, the Barrett rifle. The one that's got the exchange... The barrels for 308, 301 mag, and 308 or 338 Lapua. If you buy an M107 and one of those, both, so like 20... Right about
they give you
$19,000 in guns, they will give you a 98 Bravo and 338 Lapua for free.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nice.
I was like, damn, why couldn't you? I'm about ready to call them and be like, so I bought one of these like last year. Can I buy a buy a MRAD and get in on this?
Right.
I would straight buy a 300 WinMag MRAD and then get that 338 Lapua for free.
What
That's first world problems.
I think the MRAPs are the shit. The MRAPs are nothing. The regular MRAPs, the Matt V's are fucking way better than the fucking MRAPs. Have you seen
totally
the Matt V's? Yeah, have you fucking ever seen Matt?
Stock and...
No, I'm talking about the trucks. Because G-Web's like the military vehicle. Let me show you a fucking Matt V G-Webs. It's what's actually replacing the Humvee. It's fucking beast mode. This shit. Look at this big motherfucker, man. Is that shit with the fucking net? Yeah, this shit is beast.
What is it, like an SUV with a bunch of shit on the outside of it?
It's the model of it's in the MRAP family, but it's the four wheel. It's actually literally replacing the Humvee.
Huh, looks huge.
But I got a picture of one that will give you a good idea how big it is.
Yeah.
How is that thing supposed to climb up the vertical wall?
Oh shit.
No, it's not climbing a vertical wall, but you're gonna run right through that motherfucker.
Just drive right through the concrete walls.
That's it compared to a Humvee.
Wow.
There's a good idea how big that fucking thing is.
It's like a Canyonero.
Yeah, those are like the fucking most badass fucking trucks that the Army has right now, in my opinion.
That thing just looks like a different version of that thing they got in Africa.
Dude, you just want to take that off road and just like run shit over.
I need one of them for when I go up to Detroit or something.
The other thing looks like it's gonna get. I don't know, man.
I'd still rather have that Hummer on the
It
left.
looks definitely like somebody in the military thought that was a great idea because it makes no sense. Like, yeah, let's make the thing even fucking bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, no, right.
Damn thing even bigger. That's what they need more.
I know. Let's make it so we can't fucking sling load it underneath a fucking helicopter.
How would y'all like that?
We won 2 wars or whatever with the Jeep, but let's make it a massive freaking thing that's as big as a tank.
I mean, I'll be the first. Like, honestly, the Humvee has got issues, especially when it gets hit by like any kind of IED. But they had one. I don't even know how to explain it. There was a vehicle they were talking about that was like 4 people sat in it, just like a Humvee, but like the driver faced forward, then the passengers faced like to his right and left out, and then a gunner could sit facing backwards or forward on the gun, and the thing was like, I don't even know how to explain it. I gotta try to find this thing so you can see it, but it was like diamond shaped. So if it got hit by an explosive, it would deflect everything away, and yeah, it would blow a wheel off. But who cares about your wheel when you're alive? But it because of the shape and how it was built, it like basically was impervious, not because of armor, but impervious because of the way it was shaped to deflect everything.
I care a lot about my wheel. Like, I need to get out of here after I survive this explosion, not sit here so they can walk out and put another bomb up my ass.
No, I mean, you're not out there by yourself, so... You're not out there by yourself, so you're not really...
Or even an RPG. Launch a couple more RPGs at you while you're sitting there.
But, I mean, you got backup, so you'll be alright. People coming in to save your ass. They can come pull you out the truck and shit, so you'll be alright.
The Canyonero, that's awesome.
What's that YouTube video?
That's awesome.
Before there was America Fuck Yeah, there was the Canyonero.
Yep.
The best is like after the show ends and it keeps going.
I don't know.
I remember when that aired, it was like, holy shit, it keeps going.
The Boy Scouts like drive off the road.
Damn, I wish I could remember what that thing was called, because it was a prototype and that thing was amazing.
What was that?
Whatever that freaking future. It was is that it?
Hey, I heard about that company that's like remaking like Broncos and shit.
Icon.
Yeah, those shits are badass.
Yeah, Icon is that's the shit, man.
Okay, it wasn't as dirty as I thought it was. Cylinders aren't that bad.
Now you're gonna take a little cloth and polish off the front of the cylinder.
Polish it. I can't polish this.
Yeah, you can take a Brillo pad or something and like get the front of the cylinder all nice and clean. You can get those burn marks off of it.
Oh, I just used the brush.
Yeah, just use your brass brush.
Yeah, I just used the brass brush and just scrub it a little bit.
And I can't find what that thing was fucking called. I remember they like brought it up when I was in. We were still just using armored up Humvees, and we were all like, "Can we have that now? Come on! Why are you showing us pictures of what we don't have? This is what you could be in if you had enough money."
Right.
That new thing is kind of cool. It's got like independent airbags on the suspension. That's kind of cool.
But no, they're field testing the electric motorcycle for like SF and shit right now.
Dude, I want an electric motorcycle.
That shit is badass.
I drove up next to a car the other day and it was electric, and I'm not used to those things still, so it freaked the shit out of me when it just drove away without making any noise.
Thought you were going deaf for a second.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. It was weird. And then I was like, oh, that's an electric car. And then I don't even think it was electric. I think it was one of them half and halves, but it still didn't kick in or whatever, so it made no noise. But man, that made me want an electric motorcycle really bad.
Have you seen that one that looks like the Tron bike?
Oh shit, really? That would be
It's
neat.
like stupid
Although
expensive.
I'd rather have an Enduro if they make such a thing, but
They're going to have
I
to
would
put
settle
something
for
on
that.
those. If they make those electric motorbikes, they're going to have to put some sort of governor on the system to keep people from killing themselves.
Well, it's just fucking stupid expensive, so.
Well, and the acceleration on
Just
it is
because you torque and do wheelie every time you left or moved.
the acceleration is
Oh,
it's
shit.
basically
There's
hit
that Tron
in
thing.
half a second.
But couldn't they put the motors on the hubs and then, like, what do they call that, Segway? Like, make the computer know enough not to throw you off of the thing every time you moved.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because that's the thing. As long as your front wheel is moving along with your back wheel, like together with a computer brain running it,
Ooh.
I'll bet you'd make that an electric bike really controllable. And
I'd
if the
bottom
only
is-
weight was
Fuck out of this.
it was almost like a bicycle, like a BMX
Yeah, I
bike,
just
with
scratched
just
the
a power
front.
plant
Yeah.
out of your
Cleaning it.
titanium.
Yeah, no, out of the fucking frame. The titanium made scratch. I was
Dude,
cleaning
that
it
thing's-
and I was
you've lost
rubbing
all the
hard
resale.
and the fucking cylinder pushed back off the rod and like fucking. You see that mark right there? See that shiny spot?
Oh yeah,
Right
that's
here?
unsellable, dude. I'll do you a favor and take that off your hands for what you got into it.
All right, cool.
And
All
then
right,
we won't have to make this a big deal.
all right, give me your address and I'll mail it to you. Over
You
there.
Gotta be gentle.
I got a better idea.
Done.
Just to save you the trouble of having to go to the mailbox, I'll come down and pick it up tomorrow and take it off your hands.
Okay, cool.
It's only like a 6-hour drive.
Gotta be
Even,
gentle.
even if it's 6 hours each way, you'd still
Hey,
make one.
Dude, you got to give me 4 Glocks for this show.
Jesus.
Oh shit!
4 Glocks.
Price of
I got
dealing
4
just went
Glock
up.
keychains.
All right.
You heard it. He said okay. Done deal. Sounds like a gentleman's agreement right there.
That's pretty fucking clean now, man. Now I'm ready to shoot
All right.
you, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go off topic a little bit. Do you think that they will have a speeder bike like in Empire Strikes Back first, or will it be how they make these little like robot dogs now or robot horses or whatever they are? Will it be like a robot horse first, so that you ride around on a little robot that's like a horse, or will it be a hover speeder bike thing like in Empire Strikes Back first?
Dude,
Oh.
Speeder bike thing.
A robot horse.
No, it'll be.
You
Hell
know,
no,
it'll be a
dude.
robot
Anything with
horse.
legs can be tripped, man.
No, you want to know why to be a robot horse? Because they already have those fucking fast ass walking like running dog robots and shit like that. And,
That's what I'm thinking.
And they're just now working out like hoverboard technology, so the fucking horse thing would come way before
Can you imagine trying to shoot off the back of one of those things? You're bouncing around.
But I bet you the same thing, like a Segway. They can make the horse not have to work mechanically like a real horse. They can just give us the form factor of a horse, but make it super smooth, I bet. Like, have you ever had like a foxtrot horse? Whatever, I think it's called a foxtrotter. Whatever the gait is on that kind of horse, when you ride it, it's like really smooth. You don't jump up and down so much, even when they're kind of running. So there's ways to make a horse smoother by just being a horse. So I'll bet you they can make a robot horse way better. But I think that a robot horse would be way better than a motorcycle because it could go right up a fucking hill or whatever, just like a horse, except it won't get tired and it won't have to eat. You just have like a solar-powered thing where its butt opens up and turns into a solar panel at night or a moon panel at night. I guess you do your opposite at night anyway, so let it be a solar panel during the day.
That's normal.
That's normal?
That's normal.
I got a little bit of fucking rust on the back of the No, I wasn't. I know I didn't break it. Came broken.
You're showing everything that's wrong with this gun. I think I'm only going to give you 150 for it tomorrow.
Hey, it's cool with me. I told you give me 4 Glocks, it's yours.
I don't even own 4 Glocks.
Man, ask for that 107, Girk. What are you doing?
Nah, fuck.
Do I get his apartment too?
I don't want that piece of shit, man. Like, I don't even like Barrett 50 cals anymore. They don't. Nah, cause they don't fascinate me. I've been around so many of them and fuck with them and fix them. I've only shot one once, but I've fucked with them so much that it doesn't amaze me anymore. You know what I mean? I would still like to have one day, but it doesn't really amaze me anymore.
It didn't really amaze me. I just wanted one. Like,
what are you talking about?
Yeah. So what you doing? Like $2 a shot, something like that? $1 a shot?
$6.
$6 a shot?
Cheap
Really?
shit's about $3.
Really?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Barrett, 50s. 50s, really?
You go to Knob Creek?
I've been there.
Because at Big Sandy, the guys are paying more like $1 a bullet. So the guys that shoot belt-fed 50, they don't pay no $5 a bullet. They just maybe.
Yeah. If you go down there, you can get it cheaper. I just haven't been down there in a long time. Isn't that this coming weekend?
It's the 10th, so it's the same weekend as the NRA show, and the same weekend as Winnebago Gun Show in Oklahoma.
Yes, some bad planning.
Horrible, atrocious. Like they should all be ashamed of themselves. They should have coordinated that, in my opinion.
Well, that Knob Creek's the same weekends every year, I think. Just
True.
about.
True. And it's been going on for a long time. Same thing with Winnebago, I'm sure, but I never really noticed a conflict with those two, and I guess that's not as crucial, but NRA show is definitely the one who is stupid and short-sighted to put themselves on top of that.
NRA show
basically creating that conflict.
Has that happened yet?
No.
No, that's what we're saying. It's the same weekend as Knob Creek.
Really? Last year, I could have sworn last year it was like early. It was like.
Oh no, Big Sandy is not the same weekend. Intentionally, they're like 2 weeks after Knob Creek. All the
Oh,
time.
I thought Big Sandy was the same week.
No, same month as all.
No. Yeah, if I had my truck, I'd probably drive down to Knob Creek for the day. It's about a 4-hour drive. Well, that's a little bit more than that. Probably closer to 5 and a
It's
half.
more like 20 for me.
Is that
Twenty.
Kentucky or
16.
just in Tennessee or Kentucky?
Kentucky. It's at Fort Knox.
That's right.
Well, it's not at Fort Knox. See, the Knob Creek shooting range used to be the test firing range for the Knob Creek, or for Fort Knox when they had tanks there. They'd wheel tanks in there on train cars and they'd shoot them, and then they'd take them to Fort Knox and unload them.
Nice.
So it's like a 1,000-yard range with a mountain as a backstop.
Is that really where the history of it? That's where it came from?
That's what I was always told. Because there's train tracks there. There's train tracks run right. Well, they don't run through there anymore, but you can see where they used to be. Run right down the firing line.
But it's like a private land, right? Somebody owns that land and they do the shoot. It's not like a state park or a military installation.
No, it's the guy. Well, I don't know if you ever saw the TV show, but they've got a TV show.
No.
Them guys. But yeah, it's family owned.
That's what I thought. Okay, so but I mean, they bought it from the government or something at some point, or somebody bought it from the government.
Yeah, somehow they got it from
Cool.
them, or the government just decided, well, we're not going to use this for this anymore, and gave it back to the people that actually owned the land. I mean, they might have just been renting it from the people or eminent domaining it from the people or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's a sign or something down there that says. But
if Girk doesn't watch out, I'm an eminent domain that revolver off of him.
You can do that from 26 hours away.
Cool.
I got a road that needs to go right through that revolver, damn it.
Eminent
For the
domain.
children.
A 38 special to your face, my man. Alright.
What would be worse, a 38 or a brick?
Probably the brick, because then you're going to most likely live with a fucked up face.
Well, I guess that's good. It's good now because you said it's about 20-hour drive. That means it's about 26 hours for me to drive to Arizona.
Yo, where's my buddy
Well,
Dan?
I'm thinking it's 24 hours to Nashville. So how far are you from Nashville?
Straight north, about 7 hours.
Oh, shit, really? So that's
It's
how
probably
long
about
it is to
the
there.
same.
So I was maybe wrong. Maybe it was more like 16 or 17 to get to... No.
So, shit. So you should be
It's a
out there.
7-hour drive, right? And if you look at it on like Google and to get directions through Google, there's no shit. There's 4 turns in the directions to get to Nashville for the NRA show. It's like
Well, and I was-
make this turn out your driveway, and then make another turn, and
Oh.
then drive for 6 hours, and then make 2 more turns, and
Yeah.
you're there.
But
So
if you
you're
were
in
heading
Kentucky
this
or
way,
Tennessee?
you'd probably be able to cut across Indiana or something faster.
Yeah, you go
than
right down
Nashville.
through. You go right through Indiana, the bottom of Indiana, and then right out to through Kansas, and then down. Well, no, you'd
what
be going
state are
south
you in?
before Kansas. But
What?
What state you in, Wes?
Ohio.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm hoping if there actually is a gun channels thing, I'm hoping somebody from Ohio, like 45 ACP or old Pink Panther or Guru or somebody wants to go to it too, so we can just. And I'll even drive. I was like, I'll drive. I'll pay for the gas. Somebody will go with me, so we can just drive straight through.
You should come over to Oregon and pick me
Oh
up.
yeah, Chris.
That's a little bit
I
out
know
of the
that
way.
truck. Chris, I know that truck. Yeah, that's just we call that the SF Humvee. It's not a
Yeah,
Humvee, but we call it the SF Humvee. It has like the back is like open as shit, and like the truck's is so fucking badass. Yeah, we sit every time we train with units when SF comes in because they train with everybody too. They always roll up in them fucking badass trucks and shit. They're tan now, but
Yeah, the guys at man, yeah, 2nd Battalion. They had something different though. Theirs was like theirs could fit like in the back of a C-130 and could be dropped. That's the first time I saw one. Is it was falling out of the freaking sky, and I was like, hey, look at that! There's a car in the sky.
Just
right.
take an infrared or starlight scope that's on that 50 up there. Holy shit.
What? Oh, okay. So you seen those with 275?
Yeah, there was something like that. It was smaller though. It wasn't a. I don't remember it being a Land Rover. That's the thing. But man, that was a long time ago.
They also they have an Up Armor Humvee version like that, where no doors. The back is kind of like the back is a tailgate. It's not a slant back. It's like a tailgate like the old Humvees.
We had those doors. Yeah. No, those doors are like modular. You can get them for if your unit has them. You can take the door off and you put this. Basically, it's a T&E for a 240 or a saw, and it turns your door into like basically a gun.
They have because they have guns on like the outside of the fucking truck for like the passengers, and each passenger has like a gun on our fucking outside and shit.
Yeah, that's
Everybody has a fucking Crew Serve 240 on the side of the fucking Humvee.
I
Dang,
forgot
I
what that
pick
mount's
one
called.
into my truck.
forgot what that mount's called, but that was-
You want to hear the most fucked up shit? Remember I left to go to Fort Polk? Like we were loading up for a mission, waiting on our SP time, right? So, fucking we're getting out. we getting 240s. They give us saws, but we took the saws back. We're like, if we're gonna fucking mount 240s, we're gonna all just fucking mount 240s. So we went to go get the fucking mounts. Dumbass fucking E7. She's a fucking idiot. She goes gets the mounts and bring us fucking the big ass 50 cal mounts and 50 cal brackets to put the ammo cans in. Bro, this shit doesn't fucking fit. So we take it back, and then they're like, well, this 240 mounts. And, you know, my buddy, he was third bat, and you know, he's looking at them like, you know, I was a Ranger. I was in Ranger for 3 years with like 2 deployments. I know what the fuck the mounts look like, and this isn't the fucking mount for the gun. Like, you know, but you can't tell them, you know, them people shit, yo. They don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, they screw up the mission anyway. But I was weird to look so dumb. Like, you could put the pin in on the mount, but the barrel is like 6 inches of the barrel is sticking out past the fucking shields and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? This is not how it's supposed to work. They're supposed to mount in the middle of the fucking gun so you can move it, motherfucker.
Dude, every time I saw a freaking Humvee with a freaking saw mounted on top of it, I just laughed. Every time like some MP drove by and he had like a saw mounted on top of his Humvee, I'm just like, man, it just looked. This is fun. I don't know what's so funny about a saw mounted on a freaking turret, but it just looks ridiculous.
It is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, come on, what do you fucking put it? Like, when you have 240s, 50s, 19s, you know what I mean? Like, you have toes. Like, what the fuck do you need that little shit for? You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I mean, unless you got something else mounted on the turret and like the saw is your secondary, you know, like you got a toe or something, and then you have another mount for a machine gun.
Right.
Or
yeah, because you're fighting space then. Yeah.
Or if you're like if it's like a.
Then like you're just showing off. If you got two guys.
Like a FO Humvee, like they just got the fucking what's that shit called? Oh man, it's been so long. Anyway, yeah, FO Humvee doesn't even have it's got the laser on top for freaking range finding, so you gotta have something up there, but you don't have a lot of room, so they have a saw. I remember every time I'd see some freaking like MPs, they'd have a saw mounted on their fucking turret. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, get a real fucking gun, you asshole.
You know what the most badass fucking thing is though? A fucking short barrel saw with the fucking like twisting folding stock that you fold in and push in, and the motherfucker's like the length of an M4. That shit is so badass.
My first unit, that's what we had. So it wasn't like, you pull it out, you turn it, and then you push it in, and like, I don't know how to explain. Let me find a picture of that.
Yeah, you pull it out, and you gotta to push it in. You gotta turn it. I got a picture of it now. But now they aren't doing them. They have like an M4 style stock that they're doing now. Well, it's been out, but they're keeping it. Like, oh my god, this is perfect right here.
Is this shit classified?
Yeah, no, fuck no. Yeah, this is fucking awesome. Look at this fucking saw right here on my screen. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need a big ass.
I can CCW that.
Yo, son, look at that shit, man. That's
So
fucking nuts.
Ammo can on my right.
It's not that short, but that's nuts right
Just
there,
a gopher round. What do you want to bother with that?
Yeah, it's like 900 gopher rounds a minute, man.
I know, right?
That'd be cool.
Fuck up.
Yeah,
but that's a show, bro. That's what they're doing now. So.
Fuck that, dude.
But this is the stuff.
The cool thing about the foldings, the one that actually turns and folds, is
this one right here.
Yeah, you can fit that thing in, and I mean it's tiny. Ours had a longer barrel than that. Like our barrel was just a little bit longer, but we had that stock.
Right.
And,
I don't know. These aren't the short, like the army short barrels are longer than that. No, they may not be. I guess this is a picture of one. Yeah, they're like that long.
Yeah, that's exactly like the one we have, except we had a different. We had that.
I had this stock on it. Yeah, I don't know what it's called either, but I had that stock on it. Yeah.
That'd be like a perfect truck gun.
We
toss that under your back.
Ultimate truck,
300 round belts.
We never had a name for it because that's the only stock we had.
See, you know what's crazy is that like I don't understand why no one gets the army doesn't invest in like I mean unless they're not super reliable like those surefire 100 round mags, 200 round mag, or 60 round and 200 round mags, and load them shits in the side of saws, man. They're fucking.
Dude, the saw is already unreliable. You make it more. You're making it basically more unreliable by like giving it a unreliable feeding system.
Yeah. I mean that's what I'm thinking.
That's
Probably
why
why people don't do it, but.
It being able to take a magazine is there for like for
just for last resort.
Yeah, last resort. Like you the longer and more complicated you make a box magazine, the more problems you can have. You run it off a belt though, that shit, belts are the only time you get a stoppage is if you got some gunk in there or a bad round or
Right.
I don't know.
Your links happen to get stuck coming out or something like that.
Dude,
but that's easy.
I always heard the saw gunners having stoppages. They'd be like firing and like you hear them just stop and then you hear them fire again. And it's not like they were you can tell when somebody's giving a burst and when they go down. Because if they're just bursting, then they'll keep going. But you hear the saw gunner like stop shooting for like a minute or two, and he went down.
Right, but I mean, most malfunctions with belt feds are easy. You just pop the cover, swipe, you know what I mean, and close it back down. Usually good. Charge it.
You forgot to lift the feed tray and expect private.
Shit, whatever. Fuck that. Shit's alright.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so this is
gonna
be off of the machine gun topic, but have you guys seen the flamethrower that they're selling on Indiegogo?
No.
What?
You guys haven't seen that shit?
No, link that
I've
shit.
seen it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty cheap too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's under $1,000. I know that.
$6.99, like $7.99.
Does that count as a firearm?
Nope.
No, right?
$6.99.
All right.
You receive a voucher to redeem for one
They've
XM.
already raised past their goal. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that shit was. They had that in like 2 days.
They've had flamethrower kits for a long time now, but this was like the first one that's like they said, like commercial, like off the
And it runs on
line.
Yeah.
Yo, that is awesome, son.
That's not a real. That's not.
What does it run off of?
It is. It's got like a motor. Apparently that pressurizes the fuel. Look at the pictures. That's a fucking flamethrower. It's shooting flame like 30 feet.
But what kind of fuel is it? It's
pump gas.
All right, yeah, but it's not liquid napalm. Like,
no, that shit's illegal.
Yeah, I know. See, that's all I care about. Like, I want a flamethrower that like.
What? No, napalm ain't illegal. It ain't illegal to make a flamethrower. It's just really dangerous.
No, I thought napalm. Just the napalm itself was the illegal part.
No, I don't think napalm's legal. That's just laundry detergent and gasoline.
Yeah, when I was young and stupid, I tried to make some out of Jello. I was like, it'll congeal, or no, pudding. I was like, it'll just congeal, and we'll have like diesel flavored chocolate Jello or chocolate pudding.
What is this thing used for propellant?
Hold on, you said laundry detergent and gasoline?
Yeah.
That's the cheap,
right. I mean, because it's
real
soap.
Napalm is basically just soap and gasoline.
It's like thick. Yeah, it's like thick. Yeah, I can understand.
Plus, the detergent makes it oxidized, doesn't it? So you got an oxidizer in it.
And you get a nice fresh
the real napalm will have more stuff to make it cook, but if you just need to do some in a pinch, it's laundry detergent.
This is what I'm
liquid soap and gasoline.
Like you see those pictures from like in like World War II with the tanks, and they're shooting that shit like 70. Oh, there's a great picture. Holy crap!
Yeah,
they're shooting that shit like fucking far. But
that's nuts.
But
it's high pressure too. Like super high.
$800 though, and that's
like a water
2 or 3 squirts because it's so small.
It's like a water hose, but it's flame.
But that's what the backpack ones from World War II are saying. I mean, you got this. There's 3. I don't know exactly how they work because that's way before my fucking time. But there's 3 tanks on there, and 2 of them mix to make the napalm, and 1 is the propellant. And then inside of that cone in the front, you have like I forgot. It's like I forgot exactly how it works, but it's got like igniters, and you got like so many igniters, like a revolver or something. I probably butchering this. I'm sorry for any flamethrower like enthusiasts out there. So you got you only have so many shots to ignite it, and then you only have so much fuel in the back. But they squirt like if you see it just having flame coming out the front, that's not. It should be like a gel gasoline, like it should be like a hose, you know, like a garden hose.
There's something on here that says there's going to be another video in a couple days or tomorrow or sometime this week for it. I don't know. It's crazy.
That's cool, but like I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm kind of glad they got rid of those things. To be honest.
$100 project, but for $7.99, come on, $7.99.
Well, you got to figure there's going to be a lot of liability insurance in this somewhere.
Dude, you guys can make anybody with half a freaking a little machine shop can make that.
Well, the problem is probably keeping the flame from going back up the gasoline after you stop.
Well, yeah, you just have to have some kind of, I don't know,
I don't really know. I mean, I don't think so. I guess it's possible, but it would extinguish inside of its own container or inside the hose. I think the most dangerous part about a real flamethrower is that it's under extreme pressure and it's on your back. So, in a war where they're shooting at you, that becomes a recipe for danger. But I don't think it's especially dangerous to just be around a flamethrower unless there's somebody shooting at you.
Dude, I was reading about this dude's Medal of Honor citation. He was and he lived, and he took out 5 or 6 pillboxes with maybe not 5 or 6. He took out quite a few pillboxes with flamethrowers, and he had to go back and get a new flamethrower every so often because he'd run out of propellant.
Yeah, I heard about that guy.
I mean, he was going back and forth getting new flamethrowers, and he was sitting there talking about how he could feel the bullets bouncing off the tanks on his back.
Oh, F that.
They were just at the right angle to where they weren't gonna penetrate it.
Probably a bunch of 9mm.
Yeah, it's just 9.
That's a squirrel rounds.
Yeah, I know the episode of Red Jacket where they did that flamethrower. They made that thing look like a death on wheels. But it's not that fucking bad.
Oh, dude, if you
sure, it's super dangerous if you squirt a bunch of that shit on you, and it's designed to stick to what it's squirted on.
Dude,
but
flamethrower operators had a really short life expectancy. They did not make it.
That hit them would blow up.
I mean that part in Saving Private Ryan that's no joke, man. Those guys just got killed right and left. And if you're standing next to that dude, you're fucked also.
Yep.
I'm gonna find a good photo.
Yeah.
I just thought that was cool.
Oh, they're cool, but damn, I'm glad they're gone because fuck, man, some Al Qaeda ass motherfuckers had those. Jesus Christ, man.
And there's, for anybody that cares, there's also an Indiegogo for Super Troopers 2.
They're gone?
Yeah, they don't use flamethrowers anymore.
Oh.
Now they just drop napalm from planes and have those airburst rounds that shoot.
We don't drop napalm anymore that I know of.
I've seen a tank that shoots flame. Or some sort of
no napalm.
No, we're not even supposed to use white phosphorus anymore. But during training, when I was in Idaho, we were fucking airbursting white phosphorus rounds and lighting the desert on fire because if we could.
Because fuck you, we can.
Because fuck you.
Because there's nothing cooler than airbursting freaking white phosphorus in the middle of the night, out in the range. That's just
turns 2 in the morning into 1 in the afternoon.
Not really. I mean, it's not that crazy, but
it's bright though.
Oh, look at that! Jesus Christ.
Someone in the external says, just fill a super soaker with gasoline and hold a lighter in front of the muzzle.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
You said that. Pepper light?
Yeah.
I'll send flowers to your widow.
Can I have your guns?
Can you video that when you do that?
No, but you can make pretty safe flamethrower mix, half diesel, half gas. It works alright. That's what we used when we did our control burn on our property.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not anything like napalm. It doesn't stick to crap, you know.
They had a couple flamethrowers at that museum I always bring up that I worked at for a little while. I remember there being 2 that I saw, but like when I went down to the basement where they kept everything that they didn't have on display, they had so much down there that there was just racks and racks and racks of firearms. So they could have had more. I don't know, but I remember distinctly there being 2 different types, and one had a big like cone-looking end, and then there was another one that was like different.
Yeah. Well, last time I was down at Knob Creek, there was a guy had one down there, and you could shoot it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could rent this thing and go shoot it.
Was it like a proper flamethrower?
Yes. Like he was shooting at least 100 feet.
Yeah, see that.
And you could fucking feel it. You were like, they march, they like drive the guy out there like 100 yards in front of the firing line, or 50 yards out in front of the firing line. He cuts loose on this fucking burnt out car, and you could feel it that far away, a good 100 yards away, and you could feel the shit. Like you were standing next to a bonfire.
Did it stick to the car?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's when
like he was spraying it like through the doors, and it was sticking to like the A pillars and shit, and just burning.
Man, see that? That's so cool. It's so scary.
But then again, at Knob Creek, they also had the 2 miniguns mounted on like a rotating chair with hydraulics, and they had joysticks for each gun.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
It would go 360 degrees around, and had like 60 degrees of elevation. So it would tip backward. The guns would tip backwards. And they had this whole thing all rigged up, and you could get in it and like move it around. It was badass. It was like $400,000 or something like that.
Hey, what are some good speed loaders?
Just
Oh crap! I have no
I
idea.
like tough strips. The tough brand speed strips that are flat. You know, they're in a row.
Yeah,
as opposed to the round thing, because they're a lot easier to deal with when you're not loading, and then when you are loading, you're not required to have all 5 chambers empty. Like with a regular speed loader, you kind of need it to be empty, or else you're fumbling around. Right. With that style, you can either load 2 and be back in the fight, or you can take the time to load 2, load 4, load the 5th.
Yeah, and you're a lot less likely to end up dropping around because you're not squared up on the.
Yep.
It's more positive. Like you can get it in there and then.
And you only need to get the 2 in, not all 5. So yeah, it's a way less requirement to be dexterous.
And you can those little speed strips, man. You can stuff. I mean, I carry like. And I carry like 3 of them, you know.
Yeah, you could easily carry 3 in the same amount of pocket that you would need for like 1, a stupid old-fashioned kind.
Yeah.
Okay. So check your speed strips out. Okay.
What do they come in, like a 3-pack or a 2-pack? So they cost nothing compared to those regular speed loaders.
I got I see some on Amazon.
The only thing that would be better would be a speed or just regular old moon clip. But they're not necessarily better. They're just a different way of doing it.
Okay.
Grab and don't just. I mean, you can grab the 6-round ones, and it doesn't. You don't have to get the 7-round ones. You don't have to get the 5-round ones. I mean, grab some 5 rounds because those things are tiny.
Right. Yeah, I got some. I got one of them. 2. You get 2 for $16.
How much? 16?
This is. Where do you get them from? This is on Amazon. I'm just browsing.
No, keep browsing. If you can't get them cheaper than that, then talk to like Ralph, and if he can't get them, then I can get them cheaper than that. I think I pay $6 for 2.
Ralph takes all fucking day. Okay, I got 2 for $7. Species Bianchi.
That's more normal. The first one was just raping somebody who didn't know what's going on.
Okay. I put them in the cart.
They make a little pouch too. That's like, I mean, I just.
Ooh, they got a 4-pack. Well, that's the same price too, 4-pack. So,
my little cat here, I think he's like 2 years old now, or else he's 1 year old. I don't know. He's a little baby cat though. He just figured out what a golf ball is, so he's freaking the fuck out, kicking this golf ball around, and then getting all pissed at it because he's never experienced having a golf ball before. It's kind of funny. He's like enthralled, but then fucking pissed. It's like, what the fuck? I think he thinks it's like a robot mouse.
Robo mouse.
Oh, I just see something awesome. Can this sight on this gun be changed out? Oh yeah, can it? Anybody know?
I think so, but I don't see many people do.
I think so. Yeah. No, I do. It is. Yeah, I see it's a pin in it. It's a what's the name pin? the fuck
Roll
are they
pin.
called? Yeah, roll pin. Yeah,
I
roll
don't know, man. What's wrong with the front side on that thing?
pin. It's kind of like fiber optic.
Fiber optic.
Uh,
He likes analog sites.
I need to get me one of those roll pin punch
Copper.
sets.
dude, Girk, on freaking Midway, they have these on clearance for like $5.
What's that? Really?
That whole
Link
gun.
me.
No, the speed strips.
I thought there was a link on gun channels for like Brownells. Why are you going to Midway?
Yeah,
I don't
seriously.
know.
Yeah, no
Sorry.
shit.
We're going bankrupt as we speak.
Okay.
You killed gun
Oh.
channels. It's all your fault.
I was gonna mention that earlier and forgot about it when Edge was like, "Oh, Midway and Amazon."
Well,
This is a good.
But that being said, don't waste money. I mean, if it's the same price, that'd be great. But if it costs more, then
Yeah, go to
save money or
Brownells.
whatever.
I bet Brownells is.
Let's see.
Tell them Gun Channel sent you.
I'll say this much about Midway: their return policy is effed, man. Amazon is so much easier to return. These guys,
What do you
I
mean?
d-
You got to print the label, send it back to them, wait 3 days.
yeah, it's just dumb. Like,
They might send you something different.
yeah, it's not.
Amazon's just hard to beat all around though for return
Yeah.
shit. Like it's broken, send it back. The new one will be here. The new one will be at your door before we get the old one back.
It just sucks when you keep having to send it back because they keep sending you a broken one over and over again.
I found a Tritium site. I'm definitely gonna switch to that.
Hey Chris, I'm gonna have a complete AR tomorrow.
I found a
Cool.
XS Big Dot for $44.
One of my friends is gonna loan me his lower because I did some work on his gun for him, and I'm gonna work on him with other guns. But he's like, I'll let you use my lower and some mags until you get yours.
I was going to tell you, just because your fleshlight has a hole in it, it's supposed to have a hole in it. It's not broken.
Alright, now I'm gonna go in Brownells and find that shit.
Delete.
If you find out they're cheaper, then we'll have to do some sort of like video campaign where we let people know, like, your shit's cheaper at Brownells, buy it here.
I found an auction for lead, ends at 6 a.m. I wonder if it's just worth staying up for it.
Why don't you just go to Walmart at like 3 in the morning with a screwdriver?
Oh, it takes too much work.
Get your little like crawler from AutoZone. Just go right around Walmart.
You go to like some little kid school when they're letting out of school with a bag of like cheap gum, and then like one of those bags that'll have like 1 million pieces of cheap gum, and then be like, everybody who brings me a little piece of lead off of a tire gets a piece of gum. And
That's great.
Mommy and Daddy's minivan.
So we're letting the kids handle lead, and then we're gonna give them food so they can put their fingers in their mouth.
Whatever. Hey, that solves two things. One, your army can't narc on you because they get all lead sickness. And then you just go find another little army to do it in the next, and they're teaching it from their teachers' cars, so win-win.
It's like in Korea when the people were having the indigenous people get the military scrap metal and stuff. So what if they get killed doing it?
Oh yeah. They're digging up the bombs, the unexploded bombs, getting blown up and shit.
They
Oh,
don't dig up bombs. in
Maybe that's
Korea.
what you do. You have like an environmental drive, and you petition a whole bunch of people that are like trying to save the planet to go to some and be like, we're going to take you to a place where there's just a whole bunch of lead in the ground, and we're going to save the planet from all this lead. And then you have them dig a berm all like for 2 days or whatever, all weekend long, and then at the end you're like, look, we saved the planet from hundreds and hundreds of pounds of lead. Thank you all, and they'll all do it for nothing.
And then you got a place to shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
And I got lead.
Just
That's
print
not
up
bad.
a bunch of like, you save the planet
Yep.
one ounce at a time, or 35 grains at a time.
You could probably do that. I don't know if there's places close to you that take like scrap, like paint, old tires, and crap like that. They might get lead stuff in there every once in a while. I don't know if they can
but
give
all
it
the
to
lead
you. But,
smelters are gone, so everybody that uses lead for legit reasons, like making car tires, they want all that lead too.
yeah. I know a guy that
What about
he owns a tire shop.
lead paint manufacturers? They hardly ever get any love.
Hey, is it different between Is it a difference between XS Express and XS Big Dot sites, or is it the exact same thing?
I think that one of them has the night, the glow in the dark, and one don't.
I think the Big Dot is the one with the glow in the dark. Maybe.
If there's like a price difference, I think that's the difference.
I mean, I just see. I know the Big Dot, but I don't know
the Big Dot was like a certain size, and maybe the other one was the different diameter around the glow in the dark. I don't remember. I didn't scrutinize on that one.
Well, I think they both does have tritium, because this one definitely has tritium, and I know the Big Dot has tritium.
Then it just might be that the one has like a
bigger. I think the Big Dot has a bigger tritium in the middle, and the Express has a bigger white. I don't know. Whatever.
Watch out for.
What website are you looking on? That does X.
Why is lead so freaking expensive?
Obama.
You're right. It's Obama's fault. Freaking Obama.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard
Which
to find.
sites are you looking at, Dirk?
Yeah.
Which sites were you looking at?
That's a front XS Big Dot for a J-frame.
For a J-frame.
Speak of lead, look who appears. The man.
Yeah, look, it's expensive every time I go in. What do you call this? On eBay, it's it's hard to find a 20-pounder for around $25-$30 now. I used to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
No, this guy wants to sell 48 pounds, but it's all in one giant chunk. Screw that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chris, what's going on, Chris?
I still had that Midway link, and all they got's the Express sites. They don't even have the just regular Big Dots.
Hey,
Don't go to
Chris.
Midway.
Well, I already had that link open, and I thought they'd have a picture.
And don't get me in trouble, the overlord of gun channels.
Hey, Chris, check
What?
this out. Check this out. Boom.
Nice.
You still got that AK?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna need an AK, some ammo, and some other stuff, and I got you. I send this your way.
There's somebody over in there.
I'm not in the middle of I'm not in not a market right now.
And somebody over in Gun Channel said the Big Dot has a large outline, and the Express has a smaller circle.
Oh, okay. But I mean,
that
you're
a
still
Smith?
trying. Yes, a Smith. It's a 6. I don't know what the fuck. It's a Scandium frame, $1,000 fucking revolver.
You know, I think you have to be like,
Oh,
I
geez.
think you have to be like 55 or 60 and over to buy those big dots. You know.
Nah,
But don't tell
I
your
mean,
Jaeger that.
I can't shoot in. I
With
can't
a
shoot.
note from your doctor, you're allowed to buy them when
You
you.
see that? I can't shoot in dark with that bullshit. I can't hear nobody at nighttime with that shit.
Note from your gunsmith.
Fucking daytime site.
I mean, it's not a daytime site.
I was thumbing through one of them old-fashioned printouts magazines, and they had a picture of a grip that had a regular white light on it. So it came up over the top, kind of like where the laser is on a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, kind of. You ever seen this yet? It's like a grip that has a light in it for a revolver.
Where do they keep the batteries?
It's huge, so it's probably up behind the light bulb. It looks kind of awkward and big, but on the other hand, if you're right-handed, it would look like you wouldn't really get in the way of waist carry or something.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over Darth Gurk over there.
Darth
My
Vapor.
bad, yo. Let me mute myself.
Darth Vapor. That needs to be a patch.
Actually, that could be a patch, huh? Just Darth Vader with all a bunch of smoke coming out. Darth Vader.
Does that make Bob the Emperor? Emperor Palpatine?
Emperor Bob-Patine.
Oh no, that means DB is a freaking Han Solo, doesn't it?
How does DB be Han Solo?
Because he's an asshole.
Isn't he one of those little Ewoks?
No,
Ewok. Isn't he one of those little Jawas?
is Lando
He's a little Jawa.
Calrissian.
I don't know. I would say he would probably be. Well, he'd be one of those two.
Bob should be Lando.
Dude,
'Cause
Bob's
he's from
Emperor
some weird
Palpatine.
planet, and it's like head in the clouds. Crazy.
Damn
willing to work for the Empire.
Way too cool for Bob. That's like saying that's a compliment for Bob.
That dude got fucked up by a flamethrower. Dude just has no fucks to give.
Dude, what's that thing that little guy that Jabba had? Like, you know, the little Jabba's
tiny
little
creature that hung out with him.
Yeah,
the
that's
monkey-looking guy.
That may be Bob.
That's what happens from lifelong smoking.
But if DB's Han Solo, then does that make Quark Chewbacca? Or Marine?
The Marine's got the height, so that's got to be Luke.
Oh no, I'm not gonna even. Okay, never mind. I like Quark too much to make the joke I almost made.
I think I know where you were going with that.
No, don't say it out loud.
Princess Leia, slave girl. I was thinking the same thing.
Yep.
Exactly.
Hey, good guy. I got 20 pounds of lead for $25.
Yeah.
Still don't stink.
Yep.
I don't know.
Still,
I just got one a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna get one again next month.
and it's already in ingots.
How long does 25 pounds last when you sons of bitches?
Like a month.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm
Yeah,
shooting
but
40.
a month and a few calibers.
Let's see.
Especially 40. If it's 45, forget about it. It's not gonna last long.
Let's see. Shooting 40 now. If I buy 25 pounds, that's 972 bullets. That's 200 bullets a week. So yeah, a month.
Wow.
So, hey, Caleb, are you subscribed to Iraqi Veteran?
Yeah.
Did you watch his video the other day?
Which one?
The 500, the 455 500 or whatever?
I watched that. That was awesome.
I didn't see that. He cast some bullets for it.
Dude, he did.
He cast everything for it. You need to watch that video. You like love watching that. You'll probably touch yourself while you're watching that.
You have to. That's like a lot of the older guys who cast bullets. Like they're really into the older calibers, and it's hard to find rounds for them anyways.
He had to make his own. He basically had
That was
to.
awesome.
He had to form his own
like,
brass.
You're gonna touch yourself watching it, and then his response was, "You have to."
Oh shit!
Let's see if I'll get you a link for that video. Dude, I'm not big into all this shit he went through, but it was really cool.
Martini Henry.
577 450.
49.
Oh, found it? Okay.
The 49-minute long video, but I'll watch
Dude,
some of it later.
It's cool. It's really neat, all the stuff he goes through. Because I've read about it being done, but I've never actually watched somebody do it.
Watching him form the brass was interesting.
It makes me think that I could get a shitload of brass and make that brass.
What are y'all
And
watching?
make some mad loot at it.
What's that now?
He's making brass out of 24 gauge shotgun shells to shoot in this Martini Henry rifle.
Oh shit! You got a video for that?
Yeah, I just did.
So he's drawing his own brass.
Yep. Well, he's not really drawing it. He's just taking a 24
drawing it,
gauge, 24 gauge shotgun shell, necking it down to get it.
That's close to it, so he's converting. It's like converting a 40 to and necking it down to 57 sig.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I need more lead.
There it is.
I just made a couple of hundred of 30 caliber bullets tonight.
I cast about 3,000 40 calibers their day. That's why I need lead. I literally cast all my lead in one day.
Well, then why do you need more if you have that many bullets sitting there?
Well, because I've already shot like 400 of them. Well, I've already shot 200. No, I've already shot.
He competes.
I've already shot 300 of them. I'm about to shoot 200 of them again this Saturday, and they're going fast.
You ever seen like a really old ass lead bullet? How it gets that like white
Oxidize.
stuff in the lead?
Yeah.
That like oxidation. That's how these guys are when they don't get enough lead. Their lips start getting like that, and their fingertips.
I need lead. I just bought some, so. I bid on there a lot, so I can't afford to buy any more anyway. So.
Does that mean once everything goes bad, he'll turn into the walking lead?
Yep.
Wah wah wah.
Some of these guys are idiots. 5 pounds.
They won't be going after brains. They'll be going after like lead pipes and
batteries.
Yeah.
5 pounds for $15. What a ripoff!
It's not even worth the shipping.
It's not even worth the price.
Batteries.
You know, batteries actually. I wish batteries had lead them. They don't. They changed the design of them.
Alkaline.
Speaking of that, have you guys seen the video of the dude poking the cell phone battery with the knife?
Yes.
That thing fucking
That
exploded.
couldn't go bad.
That video is crazy. I never would have thought a battery would do that. But
Batteries
Explode.
low. Yeah.
yeah, here, I'll see if I can find it.
A lot of potential energy in there.
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
That should be the new thing. If you're really hardcore, instead of slicing a water bottle, anybody can do that. You should take a bunch of rechargeable batteries and stick them on a post, and then use your karate sword to like cut a bunch of batteries in half if you're so hardcore.
The thing with batteries is they don't use like the big lead terminals like they used to. They use it like in sheets. It's like they'll take like a stainless steel or just like pot metal wire sheet. It's like real thin, real close, real tight gauge metal sheet, and they'll fill that with lead. So it's very little lead inside of it, and it's all toxic and crap. It's not worth the hazard and the trouble.
That's what you say now. And like in 6 months, you'll be unwrapping those saran wrap sheets of lead filings with like a credit card and scraping it off.
I'll have like my whole backyard be full of
Like a
batteries.
really long fingernail so that he can scrape that lead off of the film.
Like, oh, that's some good shit.
Oh, that's some pure lead right there. There's no bumentium in it or nothing. Oh, that's some good tin. There's
Wes, I was hoping that they had more of that, more reaction to that picture that you posted.
Yeah, I kind of was too.
Which picture?
The guy who had like multiple, he had a holster
like
full of guns
Yeah.
on the
I
side.
found them out.
He had that,
Later.
he had that Molly panel done up like a drop leg holster and had like 5 guns hooked up to it.
Oh, I saw that. It's like,
Oh.
yeah. She took pieces of nylon and stuck them together and made attachments for guns all over it.
No, it's a Molly panel.
Is it?
Off a vest or something, yeah.
Yeah, with a bunch of like elastic straps or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
The NAA is what blew it. If you would have put that fucking NAA the other way, it would have been. I wouldn't have glitched on it.
Oh yeah, 'cause it was pointing at it, right?
Yeah, it was pointed up. What the
Yeah, I
hell?
saw that. I remember that. I was like,
Easily
that's dumb.
pointed down. It would have been better.
That's for his pet monkey that's by his side. It's actually perfect tights for the monkey.
Yeah, it would be, but that's why I'd be scared. Bunker don't need a quick draw gun like that. Or if he does, then why hasn't he already got one?
I almost did the unthinkable today. Almost bought some bullets.
Blasphemer.
But then I figured out how much it was. It was like, it's 3 times more expensive.
What's wrong with that kid? And he keeps like walking up to the shelf, and then no, and then he walks away. Comes back, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." And then he no,
Biting his nails the whole time.
I can't
like,
do
that
it.
guy's freaking out. He looks like a junkie, but he was in the bullet aisle instead of the like, I don't know, cough medicine aisle or whatever.
What do you guys think of that one that
Will you
picture
buy
with?
this box of bullets for me? I'll pay twice as much outside.
What do you think?
For just some bullets.
What do you guys think of that picture with the guy who used the Magpul triangle grip and the vertical grip at the same gun, an ER?
Yeah. How many grips could a grip?
Yep.
Oh, an AFG and a vert grip.
Yep.
Ooh, here's a cheap bullet mold. A Lyman single cavity, $15. Wow.
Single cavity or what caliber?
445 round ball.
Oh.
That's another thing in that Iraqi veteran thing. He's talking about how the guy he got his mold from, like hand made the bullet mold.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah,
that
a lot of
bullet.
the old molds were like that. They last forever. Take care of them, and they're made right.
But you can tell he's just got like a pair of like needle nose pliers, and that's what the back of the mold's made out of.
Oh, the
With
handles
more
for it.
Yeah, the handles are just a fucking like pliers,
That's
like stretched out with a couple more things welded to it, sitting there with the mold in them.
That's funny. Yeah, if it's older rifles, then it doesn't really matter as much. It doesn't require as much precision, especially black powder. As long as it grabs the rifling. That's how I got started making bullets. Is my black powder 44.
He was making some really. The bullets looked really good. So I don't know. They were clean.
Have you seen my bullets? They look freaking amazing.
Why does that sound like a come online?
I know. Kind of worried.
Ladies love the finish of my bullets.
Want to see my hexagonal rifling?
Actually, I shoot aftermarket barrels. I only use aftermarket barrels.
I got that left-hand twist, baby.
Wink. Look at that, Wes. Look at that. Look at that. Don't tell me that's
You
not.
should get that, like, when you get your jersey made up, so put somewhere on there, like, fully powder-coated. If you want to be hardcore, fully powder-coated, and then ... for her pleasure.
Oh my god.
Hey, could you give me a link of that 20 pound? Is that eBay that you purchased it from?
Yeah, it was a one-time. I don't think he has another lot.
That lead, man.
That's nice.
Go carting all the lead.
That's a nice mold.
Thanks. It's a Lee mold, actually. It's pretty nice. I like it. I was surprised for it to be a Lee.
Is that a 5 with 1 or a 6? Never mind. I see the 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Somebody's been smelting too much lead. Can't count.
Well, I didn't see. I kind of. I don't know. I just kind of looked at it. I was like, wait, is 5 there or 6?
He doesn't have those, like, lead sharpened reflexes.
It's
like a cat.
optical
Golf ball.
They're gonna be getting Huck to meld and like do inlays in lead instead of silver.
Oh god.
I can do that.
Alright, no more reloading talk for the rest of the time I'm in here.
This isn't about reloading. It's about lead. We're collecting lead.
Man,
I'm just answering questions.
You know, if you go to your bank and get a certain kind of coin, you can actually make lead out of it. You take it and you save them and then cash them in, and they'll give you more lead than what you paid for them. Like the silver. You need another chat about that.
Alright, we can talk about ARs.
no. Dude,
So-
you need to get in a new shooting sport. I swear to God.
You need to start getting into 3 guns. We can talk about shotguns.
Or speed shooting, or
Stoeger M3K. Anybody ever shot it?
No.
Casting your own 80% lead lowers.
See, G-Webs is one who keeps tempting me. He's inciting this.
No, but has anybody seen that new Ares armament lower?
No.
It's only $300.
Ooh, what? What does it do?
Hey, let me see if I can find a picture of
What
it.
does it do? What is it? Cast gold bullets?
Is that the skull one?
No, that's not the skull one. Let me see if I can get Facebook open here.
Is it already 3 o'clock? Holy crap!
Yep.
No, it's midnight. Shut up.
Come on, Ares armor.
You shooting tomorrow, Chris?
Yeah, I am. Hopefully it doesn't fucking rain. I'm shooting so I can test out the chronograph.
I guarantee
Did you load any 30-06 yet?
No, I don't. I'm not getting the what do you call this? The molds, not molds, the dies until tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you said you bought them. I didn't mean. I thought you
I
were
bought them. I just haven't gotten them yet.
I hear you. I just assumed you had them in hand already.
I still gotta figure out what powder I want to use though, too. So.
There it is.
We
There's a
got
lot
a
of
new
room in there. You can use
surplus
them.
store up here.
What's that?
So we got a new Army surplus store up here.
Oh yeah, cool.
It's actually pretty sweet. Guys got a lot of cool shit. It's kind of like an old Army surplus store.
There's that lower.
Not nearly as well stocked.
Only $300 and it can be yours.
What? It's just got a paint job on it?
Yep. Price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Wait, how much is it? $300?
$300. And it's an 80%er, so
What?
not only do you pay $300 for it, you have to take the chance that you could fuck it up trying to mill it out.
What the heck? And then you gotta get someone to coat the inside of it, don't you? Or can you leave them cut? Like,
it might rust. You never know.
You just tape it off and put some powder coat off your bullets in there.
Like seriously, how do they do that? The 80% lower is like if they have
Oh
something
shit, there's another
pre-coded.
side. I didn't even see the other side.
If they have it pre-coded like that, how do they
There you go. There's the other side.
just?
That's
It's
pretty cool. I
aluminum,
never
man.
saw that side.
What did you say, Christopher?
It's aluminum. Who cares?
Oh,
Yeah, it is aluminum. It's not plastic.
It's on the inside. You're not gonna see it. And it's not gonna rust. I mean, if you want, you can tape it off and spray something in there.
Now they need to offer this in different colors, like a red one, a white one, and a blue one.
I like the one that says, I like the
thought
one
you
that says, "I'm your Huckleberry."
Oh, only 50 will ever be made.
Hey, Caleb, I thought you said £20 for $20.
Yeah, that was the only one. That was one lot,
Okay.
but I just found that while I'm still looking around.
Okay.
If you're looking for a large quantity, it's not bad. It's like $1.25, a little bit more a pound. So
Well, we'll see. It'll be a while. I'll try and. I still just got another package that I got, so I won't be making 45s for a bit. I got enough 45 ACP to shoot with, so I need to make more 30 caliber for the rifles.
so I'm ready. This summer I'm gonna buy me like 3,000 or 4,000 40 cal bullets, and then I'm just gonna cast for practice. Because it's gonna get time consuming and expensive if I start shooting. Because now I'm shooting especially a heavier bullet. Hopefully I can do that.
There's some lead right here.
Where?
I was about to say something. I'm like, well, I'm waiting on it. Where's it at?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Apparently, freaking making your own ammunition is a new crack or something. You guys are jonesing over there.
Well, it's.
I know. I jest. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. I like to reload. It's a passion. Some people reload because they have to, like it's a necessity, and they try to make it as easy as possible, and like they hate it. I actually like it.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, all I
realize
talk about is knives, so.
if you never
It makes me
shot,
shoot more.
if you guys stopped shooting, you wouldn't have to. You just have tons of ammo, so you wouldn't have to reload.
But then I'd have no fun.
You'd be like me and buy freaking rifles that you can't shoot.
Did you buy that Tokarev or whatever?
No, I gotta wait till I think it's Sunday. Let me look at the calendar. Yeah, Sunday. Or wait, yeah, Sunday. I had a picture of it, but I can't get it. I don't know why it's not coming off my phone. Let me see again. Let's see if it'll come off again.
Hey, good guy. This guy right here is selling a bunch of lots for decent deals. He's to bid on all of them, but I'm seeing a lot of his listings.
I remember him. I bought a few before from him. Most of his stuff though is for. Yeah, I bought my very first leads from this guy. The thing is, most of his lead is for bid, not for sale.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they climb up, and they can climb.
You gotta get it at the right time when nobody else is paying attention.
So,
Yep.
Speaking of that Tokarev, when did the importation of Chinese firearms start? Was it probably in the 70s or 80s? I know it's somewhere around the 80s. It couldn't have been before that, right? Bueller?
You here?
He said he would be back in a few. That was like 6 minutes ago.
Okay, I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, I really doubt we would be importing freaking Chinese firearms for civilian sale. Well, during the Cold War, during Vietnam.
I'm going to be very decisive and say sometime in the late 70s.
Yeah, I was thinking it had to be in the 80s, 70s or 80s that we started importing from China.
Isn't Norinco China?
Yeah.
Chinese?
Yeah.
I shot one of those today. I shot a Norinco SKS. It's pretty cool. And I also
I have a Norinco.
I got to shoot a Setme, however you say it. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I always just say set me.
Set me. That was pretty cool. I liked it. The only thing is he had a scope mounted. The stock's already short, and he had a regular rifle scope on it. And like, if you weren't careful, it'd tap you in the nose. It wouldn't like scope you in the eye socket, but it was not comfortable. Like it'd been better with iron sights, I think.
I don't know. I can't get this picture download off my phone of that Tokarev, but
The set name is freaking heavy.
It's gotta be a Vietnam bringback. I don't see how it couldn't not be.
Holy shit.
Yankees alive. Or dead. I don't know. The beginning or the end. I don't know.
That sounded like one of them snoring disorders just come back from nowhere.
That was like choking on a popsicle.
What the fuck did you choke on a popsicle?
That reminds me of this video on YouTube. You guys know how Maury Povich does that shit where they bring the little whorebag girls on there that were like 12 and they want to be pregnant and all that?
My hot body, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, somebody did a spoof of that, and it's this girl just like freaking out, talking about all this kind of stuff she wants to do. She wants to get pregnant, and she's like, my favorite flavor of popsicle is dick. And him saying that reminded me of that so bad.
I don't think they have that flavor in the sugar free.
He's like, I call my mama Santa Claus because she always calling me ho ho ho.
Wow.
That shit is hilarious.
They write this shit before they get. I have a friend who's been on there 3 times, has different people each time.
Wow.
Got a friend who's a drag queen in downtown Portland, and she's been on there as herself, as a drag queen, and as a real woman.
And the can you spot the
Just different storylines. Like once was she caught her boyfriend cheating with her mother. That's when she was playing a real woman. And once was, my boyfriend doesn't know I'm a drag queen, even though she's been married to another drag queen for like 20 years. It's just they make up these stories. They'll actually, like, you'll call them, like you'll call their hotline and you'll say, I'm doing this with my mama and blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, well, that's interesting, but, if you decide that you want to do that and you want to bring your cousin into it too, call us back. So they'll give you hints on what they want to hear. So you can go write a better story and call them back.
My cousin and the dog are having a 3-way tomorrow. Can we get on the show?
They'll coach you on what to call back and say.
I don't know why this photo isn't coming off my phone.
It's like those videos of the woman that when she finds out that the guy's not the father, you big fat whore, and then she runs through the studio and they're already chasing them and got everything planned out and got people actually standing in certain places to react to them as they run through.
It's like the WWF.
Yeah.
Luckily, we caught it on our secret backstage cameras.
Luckily, this guy had his camera.
Mounted camera.
Yeah. That's coming up, too. It's almost WrestleMania time.
Earlier today, before we even got here for the show, luckily we had a camera in the back while they did this. Yeah.
Holy crap. Someone is selling a block of lead.
I swear to Christ, dude. I swear to God. I'm gonna get a block of lead and I'm gonna freaking shape it like a giant anvil. I'm gonna freaking Wile E. Coyote your ass if you bring up a block of lead again.
What the heck? It's only been like 10 minutes.
Just come up here or send me a bunch of money and I'll go pick up. There's tons of lead in the mountainside where I shoot here.
No, I just thought it was neat.
Natural?
It's a 51-pound ingot. That was what was weird.
You couldn't even pick that up. What are you talking about?
I could pick up 50 pounds of spent lead at my shooting spot in like 10 minutes if I had a pail that would hold 50 pounds.
I'll come up there with you, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of lead up here.
50 pounds of lead will last me a while.
I mean, can you use spent bullets and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's what it's made for.
Yeah, people have been shooting at this mountainside for about 70 years, so...
I just need to get a slightly bigger... actually, I don't really need to, but I can get like a bigger cast iron pan for that and clean them up and turn them into ingots. I already have the cupcake bowl that I can use to shape it. So
my gunsmith was him and a bunch of his like old school buddies chipped in together, and I don't know how it worked, but they basically bid on the cleanup of an old firing range for an old army base from World War II or World War I or something, and so they went in with I mean, they all chipped their money in to go in together to clean it up, and they just basically dug out all the freaking backstops for all the rifle ranges, and they came out with like tens of thousands of pounds of lead.
Yeah, yeah, tons.
And they
literally.
And they recycled it all. You know, they did it. They didn't do it because they're environmentalists. They did it because they knew they could make more money off just the lead they pulled out of there than they spent on bidding to do the cleanup for it.
Oh yeah, they'll do that around here too. I've heard of ranges doing that every so many years. They'll have people dig the berms for them, and I've heard of them selling like 5-gallon buckets full of the range scrap for like dirt cheap.
See, so much for the fucking anti-gunner complaints. Like your lead is poisoning the land. It's like we dig them up, asshole.
Doesn't mean the rainwater can't leach down through it and take it into the ground.
Yeah, it poisons the ground.
It does definitely poison the ground, but how much and where, and how far? But
it's negligible unless you're like on the water table somewhere. You're like some asshole just I'll put a fucking rifle range right on top of the water table. Fuck everybody else. That's different. That's just stupid.
Oh my God! There's somebody on Armslist selling a full auto bolt. Holy crap!
Oh no!
I don't even see anything on here about NFA paperwork or nothing. Yep, there it is. All NFA rules apply. Shut the fuck up.
Bolt?
It says right here, I accept no legalities for these parts. All NFA rules apply.
Wait,
was that an AR bolt?
It's a bolt.
Wow.
For what?
That even be an NFA rule.
It says this right here.
Bonehead.
That's
yeah,
it.
But the bolt is not that makes it a super auto.
Right there. All NFA rules apply.
140. Well, at least he's selling it for like.
You're the one who's making fucking anti-gunners go nuts. He's putting shit like that up there.
Hey, maybe it's just a guy. Maybe that's just like his pre-written description, you know? I don't know, or is it specific
that could be
to that?
Regular stock written thing on there.
Yeah, because maybe he does sell NFA items.
So it says private party.
Put up
it says private party.
Put up a full auto lower.
Maybe he was just an idiot.
Put a full auto lowered in there, we'll talk. But the bolt doesn't do shit.
Yeah. Makes it more purty.
Put a lower in there, cast it on lead, then we'll talk. That's what you meant to say, right, Chris?
Get out.
It's still. I just still remember that stupid lady who puts on Twitter anti-gun bullshit on Twitter, say, "Oh, look at this! Oh, you can make a gun to a full auto, and there's no rules. Oh my God, we need more responsible, gun laws, whatever."
How'd that go again?
I don't know. I'm just summarizing. I don't care.
Well, this place is just wanting people to kill other people because here's a full auto lower parts kit. That's got to be illegal.
So Norinco was founded in 1980.
Really? That's it? Wow.
It's probably the Norinco's like, that's got to be North Industries. Yeah, okay. China North Industries Corporation. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, North.
China.
Okay, Industries, that's Inc. Yeah, Corporation. China North Industries Corporation, Norinco. God, that's a fucked off acronym. Anyway, yeah, 1980s. So, cool. This Type 54 has gotta be, it's so weird.
I thought it was like Northern Incorporated Chinese Trading Company or something like that.
It was really weird, the SKS that shot today, my friend of mine, he had the magazine he had for it didn't activate the little the mag catch on the bottom of the gun, so the gun won't fire without it activated. So it would activate it, but it didn't lock in place. It was really weird.
Sounds broken.
Yeah, but he said it worked with his other mags, so I was like, well, that's odd.
Oh, he's using detachable mags?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. He's an idiot. Sorry, your friend needs to put the stock magazine back in that thing. That's why it's not working. Of course it's not working. You got some cheap like poly. Sorry, your friend's not an idiot. That was a little harsh, but
He's just disturbed.
Wait, have
Yeah,
wait. Have you met Caleb? Of course his friend's an idiot.
if you got the stock mag out for some pro mag piece of crap, of course that thing's not gonna work.
I think it was a metal mags, all metal, like looks surplus and everything, but
If it's a detachable magazine. It's not the magazine. The stock magazine ran off stripper clips. It's a 10-round.
What, on an SKS?
Yeah, he said he's like I got
detachable mag SKSs.
He's like I got the 10-round mags. He's like, but he's like this one's like it was like 38 round or something crazy like that.
Yeah, they make detachable mags for SKSs.
That's the SKS-M. Like the stock configuration.
That's the first time he shot one. Would he know the difference between SKS and SKS-M?
I don't know. I guarantee you though that if that guy's having issues and did it have a big freaking weird lip coming out the front of the magazine?
Yeah.
That's
there you go.
Oh, he put duckbills. Yeah.
Those you don't. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't care, Caleb. But yeah, don't do that, kids. It's dumb.
I like the integral mag on my SKS. I don't want to change that. If I'm gonna get an SKS that takes mags, I will get an SKS-M or SKS-D.
It shot pretty nice though, as far as the actual shooting. Yeah, I shot it like at 75 yards, and I hit the regular USPSA target hit like 3 times in the A zone.
It does. Go ahead.
If you get a good one, they're ridiculously accurate. They are way more accurate than you think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is about them, but they are way accurate.
Oh yeah, I love mine. Mine's very accurate.
People always usually just leave the stock irons on them. And that's it. Most of the time.
Why do anything to it? I mean.
Yeah.
I have a long eye relief scope.
I wasn't a big fan of the sights, but I guess you could follow down the front sight. And his were kind of canted a little bit, not much, but I mean it still shot fine.
That company, there's a company that makes like a sight that you can stick on it that gives you like a peep sight in the back. Tech sights, I think.
Yeah, because the sight was kind of big for that. Even at 75 yards, it was.
Can't you just do the same thing like you do to an AK sight, like just round out the rear sight, like kind of bowl it out?
I'm sure there's all kinds of.
Or Sunday like a special event or something, like a holiday, or not a holiday, but like a special something where people would go to the internet or something.
What, Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because my viewership was like twice Sunday what it normally is.
Maybe people got bored.
Maybe
I get between 50 and 70,000 views a day, and I have 115,000 views for Sunday for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's just my fans.
Is it the Glock 43? Is it the Glock 43 that was that you got more views on?
Well, that video got views, but no more so than most videos do in the first day.
There's a lot of people want to know a lot of people about the Glock 43, so
Because that video's been up for 3 or 4 days, and it's only got.
The video that ought to have a lot of views is your one with the R51. It's like, one, it's a piece of shit.
That was hilarious.
It sucks dicks.
So funny. I literally started laughing out loud. I was like, oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe someone asked me to compare those 2 guns. Actually, 2 people did, really, but it was funnier to say just one did. But I couldn't believe someone actually asked that. How's it compared to the R51?
Are you going to buy one of the new R51s and try it?
Fuck no. Well, if they worked out the kinks, I would not. I think it's very cool looking.
Yeah.
They'd have to put like wood panels in the grip though to make it interesting.
I wouldn't mind shooting one of the original ones, the old ones.
Yeah, the Remington 51.
I've never even seen one before. I never even heard of them until they came out with a new crap.
I wish they would remake the R51 and make it more like the old one.
Do like an anniversary or something model.
Yeah.
Polytech was founded in 1984. So that's the other Chinese company. Anyway, go.
The one that makes really good AKs.
Apparently somebody on the Wrangler forum asked a question I can answer.
Somebody on Instagram.
You're on a Wrangler Jeans forum?
No.
Wrangler Jeans.
They're snug. They fit kind of good, but I don't like how they ride up in the back.
Oh my God.
He's on for the low-rise section, too.
I actually have some Wrangler jeans. I have to wear cheap jeans. My sons get to wear Levi's, and I have to wear, like, Old Navy fucking jeans.
Oh.
My son, though, I gotta stop buying him jeans. I'm like, why do you have so many jeans? He's like, because you keep saying, do you want another pair of jeans? And you buy me another pair of jeans. And I'm like, well, how many do you have? So we counted his jeans last night. He's got 21 pairs of jeans.
What?
Jesus
21?
Christ.
I think I've got like 5 pairs of nice jeans, like 2 pair of work jeans, and that's
So I
it.
told him, I said, you haven't put jeans out in like a week and a half for laundry, so I haven't washed any of your jeans. You got to be out of jeans. He's like, I still got plenty of jeans. I'm like,
God.
Wow. He's ready for the apocalypse.
So he's like, I said, well, why do you have so many jeans? He's like, well, you keep saying, do you want another pair of jeans? And then you buy me one. And I'm like, well, why don't you say I already have a dozen pairs of jeans. I don't need any more.
Boy, it's a good thing I'm not him.
Dude, he's ripping you
Did
off.
you say gun?
He's skimming off the top.
He's got a deal with Old Navy or something.
Milking you for everything you're worth.
There's 4 pairs. I found 4 pairs under his bed, still in a bag from JCPenney's that he's never taken the tags off of.
Good God.
Which kid is it? The older or younger?
The older one. The littler one outgrows all his. The younger one hasn't grown in a while. So.
Oh, I see.
I blame the parenting. You don't punch enough. Not enough throat punches.
Oh, I wanted to punch the little one tonight. Every time I have to help him with his homework, I want to hit him.
We were. I was working on a room in the house, and I hear the oldest one's car alarm go off here. And I go and look out the front door, and there's someone backing up away from the car. And she just pokes her head out and goes, "Oh, it's just my alarm. It's nothing," and turns it off. And it didn't even come outside until I went and talked to the people that had hit her car. I was pretty throat punching.
I had that problem. I wish I had that problem with my oldest son, but he doesn't even want to get a driver's license.
Dude, I guarantee you, he gets another girlfriend, he's gonna want a driver's license.
He had a girlfriend, and he didn't. He just made me drive him every time he wanted to go see her.
Hey, you got a chauffeur. Fuck driving.
I mean, literally, could you imagine?
17, 16?
If you were turning 17 years old,
new phone.
Your parents had a car sitting right there, saying, "Hey, there's a car sitting right there. If you want to get your license, you'll have a car." And doesn't have
I
no.
would walk to the BMV if I couldn't get a ride there. If I heard that.
Because I've got the Prius in store. Of course, yesterday he's like, I'd rather have the Mazda. I was like, you're not getting the fucking Mazda. You're getting
the Prius.
Dude, he lives in freaking outside of Portland, Oregon. There's like a million Priuses. There's nothing to be if you were in like freaking, I don't know, western Arkansas, you might be embarrassed to drive a Prius around, but in Portland, Oregon, everybody and their mom has got a Prius.
He'll be pulling all those eco-friendly hippie chick.
Hey, don't beg it till you tried it, alright?
I would totally be down with driving a Prius. It'd save bukus of money, but they freaking look like I don't
You
know.
would take a Prius and take all the lead out of the batteries and melt them.
and be like black smoke coming out the muffler. Like diesel.
Note 4, Chris?
Note 3.
Note 3.
Cool.
I don't understand why my Prius is getting 30 miles to the gallon, because you took all the batteries out and melted them down.
It's a tablet.
Right?
Tablet. It is a tablet.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this
I'm
is
getting
cool.
ready to build a holster for mine. It's insane.
You get stranded on a deserted island for a while, Chris?
How big these Pacific Rose apples are. These are usually a small apple. These things are this size usually. These are gigantic.
That's a softball.
Oh, wow, courtesy of Monsanto.
Yankee, throw it up in the air and cut it with your sword.
That's called a Monsanto.
That's a GMO apple.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to bed, guys. I'll see y'all later.
Dream of. Watch that Iraqi veteran video before you go to bed.
It's not.
Go have good dreams. You watch that shit.
It's not safe to sleep. It's not safe to sleep with your lead. All right.
It's alright. I already loaded it in the bullets, so we're good.
I don't think it's about the Monsanto apples. We have. You go out here to the gorge in Portland and get apples, and oh my God, I'm like, these aren't apples. They're cantaloupes.
Yeah, you don't put chemicals on apples; they don't get that big.
Oh no, around here they. This is where they grow apples, up in Washington and Oregon.
And they probably spray them with an airplane.
No, you go to the damn organic farms around here, and the apples are as big as your fucking head.
Yep.
So they're using organic sprays on them.
There you go.
So they make organic like bug stuff.
How far are you gonna grow that beard out, Chris?
Stopping it right here. I'm still thinking about shaving it off.
You got to grow it out like that one kung fu guy that's got that big white beard.
Okay,
Grow
if
it
I
out
go
to,
back,
like, the ground.
if I go back to the strip club, I'm definitely shaving enough.
I love that shit. Let him swing from it.
Which club do you go to?
This place by in Tempe.
Alaskan Bush?
No. No, I've never been to Alaskan Bush.
Don't. It's not worth it, man. You catch stuff when you go in the door. It's
It's
bad.
Christie. No, Christie's. It's a pretty good club.
You got an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet.
I don't know, man. Some girls dig that Hell in the Pacific look.
Hey, so that's something. If we have the gun channel shoot in Arizona, we going to a strip joint?
It's $10 a lap there.
Whatever. I guarantee you all the guys from around here are going to be like, yeah, no thing. We
No.
got a strip club on every fucking corner around here. Actually, the one on my corner just closed down, so I don't have one on my corner anymore. I have to walk a whole.
Arizona has the hottest girls in the country.
I have to walk a whole 4 blocks to the other strip club now.
You got so many fucking strip clubs in Portland, it's not even funny.
There's some hot chicks from Arizona, though.
Yeah, we don't have those
We got
here.
more strip clubs than Las Vegas.
That just
Yeah,
means the
but,
talent pool's lower, smaller.
I will not ever go to a strip club in Vegas ever again.
Dude, I went to Windsor for a buddy of mine's bachelor party, and I did it to see
Not until they take your picture off the wall, at least.
that.
I want the one once. First of all, you have to take, it's miles away from the strip, and it's it's really not that, when I go there, it's like, dang, this is dingier than the one I have around here. So I don't know. I was told that there were better ones, but I don't know. It's probably more expensive.
I just don't like strip clubs.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's not my environment.
It's why God invented the internet, so I don't have to spend $20 on a lap dance.
Yeah, but the internet doesn't get titties in your face, so.
Yeah, but Charm does.
We went to the 4x4 shop today, and my son saw this, and the stupid salesman tells him, well, that's an Angry Bird grill. So now my youngest is pestering me that I have to have the Angry Bird grill.
Oh, whatever! Fucking salesman. Bullshit. I don't see anything that just resembles Angry
I
Bird.
do. Well, look at where the grill, like the hood, overhangs the grill a little bit.
It does, but it's not
Like
this
a beach.
official Angry Bird. I mean, it's just.
Oh, that is an Angry Bird's grill. That's what it's even called.
So you said you're going to get a lift for that truck, or are you going to keep your 31s until you get your lift put on? Or are
Probably.
you going to buy 33s and then buy 35s?
This picture kind of. Whoops. This shows that. No, that's too small.
Those tires look goofy, I think. Those
too
big
low.
tires like that.
No, I don't really care for that look myself.
I got 33s on my truck, and you'd never even know it because it's like standard height. Because I can put 33s on my truck factory. So if they ever figure out what's wrong with it, I want to get a lift put on it.
I can put 33s on my Jeep if I want to, but
Yeah.
I mean they're only 2 inches bigger than my ones I got on there. So
Yeah. Well, your stock one should be like 31.2 or something like that. It's a weird size. In fact, they're probably the exact same size as the tires that were on my truck. I was going to get new tires. I was like, nope, I'm going to wait till I lift it, then I'll get tires.
They're Cumho tires.
Come on.
Like even after I put a lift on it, I can run them 33s, and it'll look good with 33s on it. But when it comes winter, I can put 35s on it.
There's not
What do
really
you want?
real on here. Look at that.
That's G-Web's in here. Back. You want to go outside? See if his dog comes back. You want to go outside? I think my dog wants to go out. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a lift kit on my Samurai.
Hold on a minute. I had to come back for that. What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Just
kidding.
had one ear off. I heard lift on a Samurai.
Get on a
Wait a minute.
Samurai.
Pretty badass machine. I have to fill it with premium.
Wow, is it too hard to push it over one-handed as it is right now?
Yeah, if I roll it, I just have Mandy get out and flip it back over.
Well, the good thing about Samurais, when they roll, they usually roll at least all the way over, so you can just keep going.
And if they don't, you can just put it like a hoop from bumper to bumper, so if it does flip over, it just keeps rolling. Oh, that was good. All right.
I used to work for the Chrysler Plymouth Dodge Jeep dealer in Beaverton, and whenever people would come in to test drive Jeep Wranglers, it was always people that have never driven a fucking Jeep in their life, and you spend the whole test drive trying to get them not to roll it over.
Are they trying to freaking turn really sharp?
It was like, I'm just going to keep going 45 miles an hour and make this 90-degree turn onto this side street.
Yeah, we're driving a Cherokee right now, and Mandy's used to driving a big Jeep, like a Wrangler or a Renegade. She still takes huge, wide, slow turns, and even in the little Cherokee.
Yeah, you don't do anything suddenly in a Wrangler.
Alright.
Don't turn suddenly. You don't want to hit the brakes suddenly. I was telling people the other night, if you want to have a shit your pants moment, get up to about 75 on the interstate and slam the brakes on.
Chris, you want to start reloading me some 7.62 by 25?
Tokarev rounds?
Solar and Below makes it for a pretty good price.
I haven't bought the pistol yet, but I think I just about convinced myself I should buy it.
It was my very first carry pistol was a CZ52, so I played with a lot of bullets, and Solar and Below are by far the most consistent.
Are you getting it because of the caliber of the gun, or just the gun or because of the gun itself?
The gun itself. I think.
Okay, you do know they make 9mm of those, right?
Yeah, I'm not. That's why I'm buying it for the. I'm buying it for the gun, not for the caliber. I'm buying it for the gun because I think I just found a Vietnam bringback that somebody doesn't know it's a Vietnam bringback.
Okay, so you have a gun. You already have a gun in mind.
I have plenty of guns. Yeah, I have. Yes.
Okay, so that's the reason. Okay.
I'm not buying it to use it. I'm buying it because it's freaking cool.
Okay.
But I've never. I'm looking for the ammo right now, and I'm just like, oh my god, like where?
I saw a Chrome CZ52 the other day, and I was like, man, someone really needs to remake this gun.
Which one's a CZ52? CZ.
It was one of the first pistols to have a decocker on it.
Yeah.
The decocker failed miserably, causing people to distrust them for years.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a what's that Russian submachine gun pistol called? I don't know what it's called. It kind of looks like that though.
Okay. So you already have a gun in mind. So okay. So you're not just getting because if it was me, if I want to get a Tokarev and something that's easily accessible, I'll get the 9mm.
No,
There's plenty of those out there.
I don't care about any of that. I didn't even know I wanted one until I found this one. But I've been sitting here for like 2 or 3 days trying to figure out like when I'm just trying to figure this shit out, and I really don't see how this gun could have come into the U.S. without an import stamp.
Smuggling.
And the time period. I don't think it was smuggled. I just think it was. It's the gun is pre-68. It's pre-import stamp laws. I just wish I had some paperwork with it.
It could have been a war bringback.
That's what I'm thinking. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. It doesn't have a safety on it either.
Yeah, definitely a war bringback.
All the tokes are all the ones that are imported have a safety. This
it has to be to conform with laws. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely got a war trophy right there. Nice. When war trophies were allowed.
Just wish I had the paperwork with it. How much does that Southern Bellet usually cost for a box? Do you remember, Huck?
About 10 years ago, I think it was like $16 a box. So it's probably about $21 a box now, $22 a box now.
All right.
Just about the same amount, same cost as a 45.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to shoot. I might shoot it once or twice.
It's pretty addicting. Once you shoot a few of those, it's pretty addicting.
Is it snappy?
If I was going to shoot one, though, I'd probably buy one to shoot, not buy a...
How dare you own a gun you don't shoot every day? Don't you know this is the internet? You're supposed to shoot every gun every day. At least 1,000 rounds.
Right now I have 4 guns that I'll probably never, ever shoot. And one, I'm going to sell one of them. But I have 3 that I'll never sell and I'll never shoot.
I love when you see these stories, like people like, oh, the Glock 43 is an awesome gun. I picked mine up 2 days ago, and I've already got 8,000 rounds through it.
Bullshit!
I'm like, you need to start recounting, buddy.
Counting? What's that?
Did anybody see a ton of rounds and just pull that thing you pulled on me, Yankee?
Or these people that say, I shoot at least 25,000 rounds a year.
Do you have a full auto?
Was the CZ52 chambered in the same caliber as the Tokarev?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
It was also one of the first pistols to use like a roller lock system, kind of like a USP.
Oh, wow.
It was a really, really neat, like, advanced pistol for its time. It had a panel like a revolver that pulled off the side so you could get to the internals.
Oh, weird.
Neat little pistol. Very, very strong and everything. The only failing I found was the decocker system would work 10 times out of 15, and the other 4 times or 5 times it would go off on you.
Oh, what?
Sounds like good odds.
Wow.
Yeah, I shot one. I shot one. I got so insanely lucky because it's a really high penetration round. Like, it'll go through a lot of shit. And I fired one off it as I was decocking it in my bedroom one time. A low ceiling, about a 7-foot ceiling, and like, I don't know, 10 by 10, 10 by 15 attic room. And it hit the roof and skidded along the roof and hit a beam. And the beam's what stopped it and kept it from going out into the neighborhood.
Wow.
Yeah, it definitely is a failure-prone device, but it was one of the very first decockers ever,
well,
if not the very first.
I don't see. I like Czechoslovakian firearms. They're great, but I don't see myself.
It's one of those things like the Mosin. They were awesome when they were $50. The CZ was awesome when they were $120, $150, but now they're up to $250, $300, $400.
Yeah, fuck that. But alright, that makes sense.
They have a following.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting me the 9mm versions just to have the gun.
But you reload, dude. You could afford to reload this.
Yeah, but reloading comes with components. I have to, I can only reload so many types of rounds. I'm pretty much stretched things right now as it is.
See, I'm so finicky. The reason I never even thought about one because I don't want one with a safety because they originally didn't come with a safety, so I don't want it at all. And so if it's in the wrong caliber, I definitely don't want it. Like, if I'm gonna buy a replica, I want it to be as close as I can possibly.
Oh yeah, I understand. I just want the practicality of it too. So I could carry. It could be a carry gun if since it's thin. It's not light. It's thin.
Yeah.
It can still be a carry gun.
I'd rather have a Makarov if I was gonna carry one of these around.
True.
Did you see that pistol that I posted in gun channels? What's the guy's name? Let me find I'll find it and link it. What's his name?
Makarov, a sweet little pistol though.
Ex freaking Delta Force dude. God, what's his name? I'm gonna kick myself when I see this.
Chuck Norris.
Yep, you got it. Where the hell did it go?
So we're still trying to sell Mandy's Glock. Still looking for a Glock 42 or a Gen 4 Glock with a thinner grip for.
Get her. We should look for 380.
I don't know. I'm just looking for something that she's more comfortable with. Her Glock is. She just informed me of this after 3 years of shooting it around me. She never mentioned it. It like she can't wrap her fingers all the way around it and hold on to it well enough so the grip doesn't change when she shoots, unless she holds it lower than you would, so the little beaver tail area comes down and slaps her in the top of the knuckle. And by the end of 5 or 6 magazines, she's got a bruise. And when she chokes up all the way up onto it and uses the grip properly, she can't hold onto it. It changes grip every time it fires, like it pulls out of her grip. So basically, it's just too big for her hands, and we got to find something either thinner or, like I said, I'd be happy with if she liked a Glock 19 Gen 4, then we could still change mags. But the next one I'm going to look at is the 380. Yeah.
Guys are Walther PPK.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was also considering finding a Makarov and get a nice old Russian one for her. There's a few around here that float around, like people buy and sell the same 5 or 6 Makarovs up here all the time.
Makarovs is a great little pistol. They're accurate, way accurate.
Yeah, that's the same as the Walther. I mean, they're just a great design, and the only reason I'd lean towards the Walther is size and concealability. I mean, Makarov's got a pretty big grip.
God damn it, this is what I hate about the fucking internet. I showed you all that picture of the Angry Birds Jeep grill just, 20 minutes ago?
Yep.
Because I did that fucking search, I just got an email from Amazon. Here's something we think you might want to buy, Angry Birds Jeep grill.
You got a cookie.
Here's that video. It's Larry Vickers who I was trying to think of.
I get cookies all the time, so.
Cookies. Did you guys know it's Gunny's birthday?
Oh.
Arlie Ermy?
Really?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, Larry Vickers got his hands on a PMS or
Sorry for him.
PSM or
Sorry him.
PSM, Russian PSM. It's like a Kerry Makarov. I've only seen pictures of it. I've never even seen a video of it. It's in one of my Jane's firearms recognition guides. And other than in there, I've never seen one. And he just made a video shooting one, and that thing is freaking cool. I mean, it's a James Bond gun if there ever was one. That would be a cool carry pistol, but unfortunately I can't import them to the U.S. for many different reasons.
That's like the carry pistol I want. Can't get.
Tell me that thing doesn't look cool as hell, though. Little slim, flat, PPK Makarov looking thing.
Yeah. One I want's cooler.
Yeah, that's a nice gun. Very small. That's a tiny ass gun. 5? What? What's the caliber of that thing?
It's like a neck down 22.
That's a 5 point something, 5.45. Oh wait, they made a pistol variation of the 5.45.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That thing is.
Yeah, 5.45 by 18. So basically, they just decided to make something similar to the Tokarev, but instead of getting from 7.62.
Yeah, I think it's freaking it sings, man. That thing apparently.
What is up with the Russians saying, you know what, this is our new standard rifle caliber, we need to make a pistol caliber of the same size.
Russia's got like 8 different calibers now for their military.
Well, I like the idea of a neck-down pistol cartridge. I mean, it feeds really reliably. You get a lot of zip out of them. I mean, it's a real high power, high penetration, ratio usually.
So it's like a PPK with a barrel attached to the frame. Rickles gets to play on very cool illegal toys.
That's that 22 TCM. Looks like the same damn.
It looks like a 22 TCM, yeah. But 545 is just slightly larger.
I wish we started seeing more guns made for that 22 TCM.
Dude, imagine if they made a little tiny carry gun like that thing in 22 TCM. Like
That'll be armor piercing.
Basically, they just need to make like a little Walther PPK for 22 PCM.
There's conversions. The only thing right now is conversion kits. So
they could make it as flat as that PSM that he has in that video, man. That thing has it's literally like there's nothing on either side of it.
They're like carrying a checkbook.
Hell yeah, that's really.
Check as in CZE or check as in CAT?
it's a check book. Boom.
Yeah, check.
Let me get my checkbook out. Boom. That's a cool little pistol. I mean, I mean, it's just ingenious for the Russians. So you know what? Yeah, let's neck this down. I'm surprised they haven't made a full rifle version of the 545 yet. You know, like a full rifle version of 545, and they're still using the same process to buy 54R. Then again, really don't want them to stop using that because we use that too.
They charge like an extra $1,000 to get a 3-piece hard top over a 2-piece, and I'm like, why would you ever want to take one side's sunroof off but not the other? That's like T-tops. Who the fuck ever wanted T-tops?
It's in case you want to put an ejection seat in.
I had a car that was T-tops, and I'm like, who the fuck designed T-tops?
T-tops are for people who said, you know what, I really don't want the fabric, but I want to still be able to convertible.
Right, I guess it's so people can take them off and still, like, they can stack on top of each other and you can have room to store them. But, you know, in a Jeep, you take that shit off and leave it at home.
I think the T-tops came up when they were trying to get the rigidity of a solid frame so they could have the horsepower, but have the...
A little Nissan 2000 NX, you know, one of those?
Pictures.
It was a nice little car, but made my back hurt every time I drove it anywhere. That was my foyer back into the little sporty cars. I'm like, this makes my back hurt. I drive it for more than 20 minutes.
HHRs make my back hurt. Like, I'm all compressed when I sit in them.
Yeah.
I nearly bought a Jeep once. I opted for a Honda CR-V.
This was the first newer Jeep I've ever had. I had an old Jeep when I was a kid. Like an old, like basically an army Jeep. So, and I was so anxious to get rid of that thing when I was a kid because you got wet when you drove it for rain. Because all it had was like.
Does it only go 40?
It had like a.
Does it only go 40 miles per hour?
Well, uphill it'd do 35, but it would, and it only had like a canopy top. Which was basically a tarp strapped over it. And that was back when I was too poor to ever go buy a different top. I'm just looking at these hard tops. I'm like, why would anybody want a hard top? I don't understand. It's like, I bought a convertible, but what I want to do is stick a big hard chunk of plastic on top of it.
People don't like that fabric-y feel.
Well, I bought it.
And you're obviously not their target market.
Yep.
When's there going to be a video of that Desert Eagle getting some range time?
Yeah, whenever I feel like it. Video I thought I had of it's not really usable. It's out of focus really bad, so. My camera was having some problems focusing for a while because I don't know how, but I accidentally turned off the laser focus and it was doing some weird like grid type focusing and it wasn't focusing on the gun, it was focusing on the background. So like, well, that footage is all useless, so now I got to get back out shooting. I'm hoping to get up on some BLM land and go shooting this coming week. Get some video up there. Hoping maybe
Put your put your GoPro in front of your Jeep.
Well, I'm hoping maybe Beaver will want to go. He can be my cameraman, or I'll just film him shoot. People would rather see him shoot than me anyway.
Why don't you just make one of the kids go with you?
I've tried that before.
You'd rather just leave them at home.
My youngest son videotaped for me once. It was just a lot of video of my ass or the ground. Or...
Yeah, that's what the people want to see.
I finally got out today and drove that new soft top on there, and I'm actually glad I paid the extra $250 for the sailcloth. It makes a huge difference. Much quieter and no flapping.
Yeah, 545 by 18 would make a very good submachine gun round. I'll probably go through some armor.
They did.
He does? Okay.
No, they did. The PPSH was the.
Oh, okay. Also, they made a papa shot for that. Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of some sub guns that are chambered in that.
Yeah, let's get ready the ATF so I can finally get those guns here. Have fun. Oh no, you're gonna kill. You're gonna do mass murders. Shut up.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of that target down there.
I'll mass murder some paper, that's for sure.
I don't know. Greenpeace thinks that. Holy shit! Who the hell put that link over there in Gunshot House? Holy crap!
What link?
There's a link that took up the whole window.
Oh, it's probably images for search Yahoo. Okay. Does it even work?
A little tip on posting links like that. If you right-click the image and view image, it'll give you the link to just the image and be much smaller.
I'm looking at this little grappling hook. It's cool.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
I'm addicted to those things. I'm getting one in every size. I got the little one on the way. I already have that medium-sized one, and then there's a big one. And then I'm gonna get. What's that?
I want a utility belt though that has like a steel cable that comes out of it when I throw it.
Right, I'm working on that too.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
So what do you need to?
That's pretty cool.
Micro grappling hook, huh? Nice.
You never know when you go out to scale a wall.
What's really awesome is the little red disclaimer at the very bottom. Note to Ninja Warriors or whatever.
Note to Ninja Warriors, this will not support your body weight.
What if you're a very small Ninja Warrior?
It will. I've already hung from mine, but I wouldn't want to.
If you put the right kind of cable on it, I don't see why I wouldn't if you got a good wrap on it.
Yeah, I just put paracord on it, and it works fine. You wouldn't want to like.
Wouldn't want to climb 30 stories up or anything from it, but it can help you get over 12-foot fence.
I'd be worried those little prawns would break out of it.
Prawns?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm gonna have one design that's a little more solid and substantial.
Did you say prawns or prongs?
Thongs.
With a there you go, thongs. No, with a G on the end, prongs.
Prongs.
Prawns. Yeah.
Wouldn't want to climb up there by a crab crustacean.
Hell no, dude. Seafood's for eating, not climbing.
Ugh, I don't like seafood. I'd rather climb it than eat it.
You know, like crabs and shrimp and stuff like
I
that.
like seafood and crustaceans.
I don't care for fish or shrimp or anything like that.
You don't like fish?
I can eat crab legs. No, I don't like fish that much.
Salmon?
Nope.
Salmon's awesome.
I like tuna casserole.
I was about to say tuna.
Tuna's good.
I
like tuna sushi.
And I like Long John Silver's. Does that count?
That's good. Yeah, that's fish.
It used to be.
That's pollock.
Yeah,
It used to be. That's
don't they have a choice now? You can get cod too. If you want the cod. Too.
Yeah, cod is pretty good.
I prefer. What do you call this? I like tuna sushi. So.
Mhm.
Dude, I love smoked salmon. That's like the food of gods.
Mhm.
Oh, smoked salmon. Yeah, I like those well-prepared smoked salmon. Yeah, nice.
God.
So this is kind of away from seafood, but has anybody seen the trailer for the Mission Impossible movie?
Yes, I have.
That might be better than the last one. Although, I don't know. I think it'd be alright.
I think Simon Pegg was the best thing that happened to Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I didn't know we cared about. I can do Bond, but Mission Impossible's just too campy. It's like I don't know. Jason Bourne and Bond are alright, but once you get like when it gets to the bullshit territory, I'm like, alright, fuck this.
I've lost my note.
So Bond and his gadgets are okay, but
Well,
Mission Impossible isn't?
The old ones are like, corny, but
Oh, yeah, the old ones.
I'm talking about the new ones. I mean, yeah, it's all bullshit. I'm not trying to say one's more. I'm just saying one's a little. I can't do the super unrealistic shit. I can't watch Transformers. Actually, I can't watch Transformers because it's cheesy. Maybe Fast and Furious or some shit like that. I can't watch that shit.
Oh yeah, the new Fast and the Furious where Michelle Rodriguez supposedly beats up fucking Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I can't watch that shit, man.
Yeah, that would happen.
That would happen. Yeah.
Ronda Rousey would shit on Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Although, have you guys ever seen Entourage?
Yeah.
The they're making a movie of Entourage.
I know that.
Yeah, and there's a scene where the guy is fighting Ronda Rousey.
All right. I guess I was meant to order that knife from Huck yesterday. Because I got that claim in for my roof where we had to have a new roof put in. We were getting back, like $1,500 of what we paid to get the new roof on because we had, the insurance to cover the damage. We went ahead and covered the roof. Well, Huck's like, that knife's $300. I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and order it. And I get a call from our insurance agent today. She's like, or I got an email from our insurance agent saying, well, you got the bill for your roof, but we're trying to reconcile some things with the contractor before we write you a check. And I was like, motherfuckers are going to try to screw me on that $1,500. So I call them back, and I was like, so what are y'all trying to rectify? She's like, oh, well, she said, I see they upgraded something on here, and I think I can get that covered. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. So the check I'm getting now is going to be for $300 exactly, more than what they were supposed to send me. So I'm like, well, then that means I was meant to order that $300 knife. That's nice to have an insurance company actually do something that didn't screw you, for one.
Speaking of home projects. Yeah, my next project's a concrete walkway here pretty soon.
That'll make it easier to get the coyote blood off of it.
I accused G-Webs in his little driving vlog video of having you in the front so you could soak up all the coyotes on the road.
He takes all the hits.
Yeah.
While G-Webs just rides rear guard.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
See you later, Chris. Yeah, right now the only... Oh, looks like everybody's leaving. Holy shit.
Yeah, Huck was like, I'm AFK, going.
Yeah, well, looks like I gotta go too, so I gotta make some rounds for tomorrow. I gotta see what rounds I have. My schedule does change next week. I'm off Saturday, Sunday now, like regular weekends. And I do come home still at the same time. I work from 2:30 to 11:15 now, Monday to Friday. So I don't have Tuesdays or Wednesdays anymore. But I will have the weekends. So now I don't have to take a vacation to go gun shows. So
that's nice.
Yep. But I'm gonna lose. I used to have Sunday differential, so I'm gonna lose a little bit of that. But oh well. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Later. Go ahead and shut this down. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. And DB, you need to fix your phone so you can get in here.